Hello. So I'm dropping frames left and right. So I don't know how long this stream is going to be because I feel like I'm having some internet issues. So I guess if anyone is ever in chat, let me know if there are some weird things going on with the stream, if it's buffering a lot, or if there are any frame rate issues, because I don't know what's going on. But I'm hoping it'll be okay. I'm hoping. Yeah, I don't know. OBS has given me like some orange lights, some red lights. So very nice, Raven Hunter. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about tonight's stream. It has been kind of rainy here today, which it never is where I live. So I'm wondering if maybe that's impacting the internet. Possibly not, though. It's possible I just need... I don't know. I have good internet where I live, but like my computer's too far away from the router to use an Ethernet cable, so I have to rely on Wi-Fi for streaming, which isn't like ideal. And I also use Wi-Fi for my webcam, which also isn't ideal. Lots of things happening that aren't ideal, but I'm hoping that tonight's stream won't have too many issues. You see it lagging a small amount. That might just be the webcam and not the stream itself, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll find out. Let's play some Dead Space. Wait, Steam. Oh, I don't even have Steam opened? Jesus. What a professional I am. Let me plug my controller in as well. When we last left off, the story of Dead Space, Isaac Clarke was running away from a bunch of big evil space monster zombies. And that's what was happening in the story, is that there's monsters and zombies on the spaceship in space. And that's all you need to know, because to be honest, I was not paying any attention at all to the story. I have zero idea what's happening in the story. Wait, there we go. Wait. Why is not the Dead Space there? Let me put that in the stream. Dying Light? Nice. I've heard good things about that game. I don't really have any interest in it, though, to be honest. Let me fix this a little bit. Come on. There we go. It's a bit better. Where... There... Oh, Dead Space is there. That's good. That's good. Happy that Dead Space is there. Let's do some space. Let's do some space that's dead. Go. Let's continue game. Now it might be a tiny bit loud. Let me just fix that up in OBS. Edit like down here, I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna stream and hope that it goes well. I have no idea if it will. Where am I going? Let's go this way. Let's go the way the line tells me to. All right. Woo! Looks like we've got some guys here having a party. Everyone, remain calm. It's the routine inspection. That's my favorite joke playing this game. Hey, wait! You're not allowed to move. No, stop it. How do I run again? Okay. The left bumper is run. Also, oh shit. I found out that there's a button you can press. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get out of here. There's a button you can press to heal quickly. And the whole stream last time I kept going into my inventory and clicking on the health. What the fuck are you? What are you? You're not normal. People don't look like that. You done? You got it all out of your system? Okay. Finally. What's this? Money? Had some money? I don't care about that, whatever that is. I don't need it. Dead Space is fun. I'm playing it for the first time tonight. Or, well, last night, really, but again tonight. I feel like I know what happens in the game, though. Kind of.
Ignition sequence initiated. Please stand by.
Let's... Actually, maybe I don't. Because I have no idea what's happening right now. Oh no, do I just have to wait around here? Oh Jesus. Run faster, Isaac. There's things chasing you. There's monsters. Run just a little bit faster, buddy. Jesus. Oh, fuck. This is hard. I'm glad I'm on easy mode. Stop yelling at me. Jesus. These guys are so rude. All they do is scream. Use your words. What am I doing that's bothering you? I will stop doing it. You don't have to resort to violence. My health is low. What's my health button again? I think it's X. X. I'm pressing X. It's not working. Fuck. I need to switch to my other weapon. No! No, 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 no. Okay, I'm alive, I'm alive. How do I switch to my other weapon? I keep forgetting. Are you still alive? Okay. I keep forgetting what direction on the D-pad each weapon is. Can I heal? Do I even have any healing in me? I could really use it. I don't have anything. I have no health thingies. Fuck. Stasis pack? No, I need health. Yes, med pack. Get that, but I need to drop something first because I think my inventory's full. Oh no, I have a bit of space. And now I can heal. A bit of space. Just a little Dead Space pun for you. Some credits, more health. Yes, thank you. More credits. Plasma energy. I do wish there was a way to just use the health that you see without picking it up, because it is annoying when my inventory is full and I can't pick up the health that I need. Okay, my dropped frames have gone from like 20% earlier in the stream to now it's at like 13%. So hopefully it continues to go down. I do keep getting them though. So like, I don't know. We'll see how bad it gets. It's annoying though. I need to figure out some sort of Ethernet solution. Maybe I'll stream a react later on this stream. Maybe I'm gonna find a video tutorial on how to get a really long Ethernet cable and figure out a way to wire it through your house while still having it not look like shit. What's even happening right now? Why did I do that? I don't even know. Isaac is not here to actually solve any problems or do anything. He's just here to vibe. He's just here to have a good time in Dead Space. What's going on with this guy, huh? We got a little arm or something just floating in the air for no reason? That's not normal. The physics in this game are a bit broken. I don't know if it's because I'm playing at a higher frame rate than I'm supposed to. Or than the game was developed for, at least. Jesus, this is loud. I hope this isn't too loud. Let me turn the volume down in OBS again, just a little bit. Right there, maybe. It's like, it's still loud, but this part's supposed to be loud, so I'll let it be a little bit loud, but not too loud. Jesus, this is loud. Where do I go? We follow the blue line. This way. It's fine now? Okay. Stop dropping frames, OBS! No, it's not OBS's fault. I don't trust him. I feel like he was like really rude to the other character a lot of the time.
I'm gonna take us back into a geostation.
Wait, we're not safe yet. Ship's asteroid defense system is offline.
He was rude to her a few times throughout the game.
Debris field thrown up from the planet crack. We'll be ripped to pieces.
I should probably just walk while they're FaceTiming me. What's up, Ronin?
I'll start working on it from here. Isaac, meet me at the bridge.
Welcome to Dead Space. Inventory's full. What did they say? I just can't. I'm just incapable of focusing on any story of this game. any of it. It just completely goes in one ear and out the other. It's all just, Isaac, you have to go fix the thing. Isaac, you have to go turn on the thing. You have to go get the thing so you can unlock the thing to turn on the thing. It's all meaningless. I mean, it might not be meaningless, but I can't pay attention to it. I just can't. Let me know if the stream gets whack, because my internet has been whack tonight. OBS has given me a red light, so hopefully you can at least hear what I'm saying. OBS, come on. You know I have good internet. Don't tell me I don't. Don't lie to me like this. What I need is like a super long Ethernet cable. Because my router is like pretty far away from this room. I need that med pack. It's yellow now. Now it's green. It's really annoying. I just want to stream the video game. I just want to have a good time streaming the video game and not have to be constantly looking at at OBS to see if it's dropping frames or not. It's usually not this bad. Like I said earlier, it has been like raining today where I live. So I don't know if that affects the internet in my area somehow. Frames are good? That's good. I'll stop worrying about it. I guess I'll just wait. If someone tells me that the stream died, then I'll worry about it. But I'll stop looking over at the dropped frames. Because it does keep telling me that it's dropping frames, but like, I don't know. I can't do shit about it. There's nothing I can do. So I guess I shouldn't worry about it if it's out of my control. I already I rebooted my computer and my router and the router in my room because it's like a Nest, Google Nest. What do you call it? A mesh Wi-Fi system with like multiple connection points or whatever. It was raining today where I live, and it was raining in the phenomenal baseball game I just watched. Nice. E? What does E mean? What am I even doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna drop something. You know what? I don't need this. I don't need this. It's doing nothing for me. Is there even a... Oh, there's a store nearby. I can sell them. Ah! No! Get out of here! This is a safe zone. You can't jump me in the safe zone. I'm here to use the store and all the other things. Okay. Let me sell. Okay, download the schematic I had. That's one thing out of my inventory. Then I can sell this. Yes, I'm sure, because it literally... There's no other purpose to this item. It just exists to be sold. So I will get rid of them. Ripper. What does this do? An industrial saw? That sounds badass, but like I kind of don't want to take up any more of my inventory. Can I buy more inventory space? I keep looking over at the little square in OBS and it's red and it bothers me. I'm like, no, it's red. Red is bad. Red means bad. Which means I'm a bad streamer. It's judging me. It's telling me that I shouldn't do this. Should I buy the Ripper? How much inventory space do I have? I have like 3 spots here, but I need that. I need these 3 spots for like health and stuff. So no, I'm not gonna buy another weapon. And it's on easy mode anyway, so. Did that take up another spot or did it combine other pulse rounds? It did take up another spot. But I need the ammo. Ammo is important. Let's save, I guess. E. What does the E mean? I don't know what E means. What's in here? For real? Do I want plasma energy? Not really. I have enough plasma energy. Which way do I go now? This way. The way the monster came from. Ooh, I'll take some money. Thank you. Isaac's way too quiet. He should start saying things. I think every time Isaac kills a monster, he should say, that just happened. So that just happened. Every time a monster appears, he should be, whoa, what are you, some kind of dead space? This creature's some kind of necromorph. Because isn't that what they're actually called? I'll learn eventually. What does it mean? What do the numbers mean? Little Call of Duty reference for you. Where's my water? It's not near me. My water's not here. I need my water. I'm gonna go grab my water. I see it across the room. I'll be right back. Whoa. As promised, I am back. Water. Promises made, promises kept. Okay, I'll save. I didn't even realize I went to a save station, but yeah, sure, I'll do that. I'll save. Oh no, I didn't. I went into a tram and it always saves when I go to a new area. Excuse me. That was Isaac. Isaac just burped, not me.
Kendra's right.
It was part of the game audio.
Shot. I'll need your help to fix this. Kendra, if you can hear me, see if you can get to the ship's reports. It sounds like you have better access from there.
When were you going to tell us about the artifact, Hammond?
Oh, he knew. That's why he was sketchy.
I don't know anything about that. It's
No?
referenced in the
He didn't
captain's
know?
Records. They brought it up from the planet.
It's on the ship?
In cargo. They think it's of alien origin, but I don't know what the hell it is.
Really? CEC didn't know anything about it. You're lying.
Back up! I am not the bad guy here. Ross shaky right now. You're gonna have to trust that I don't know anything about it.
Like, yeah, he's not the bad guy, because obviously there's evil alien monsters, and they're probably more evil.
Yes, I'll explain everything later.
But he's sus as hell. Something's going on with this character. Maybe I'm wrong, but there's... Oh, shit. He's a big boy. You're a big boy, right? That was a thick... That arm was thick as hell. Hey. Oh, it wasn't an arm. Or was it? I don't know what it was. Is Better Call Saul in this game? Why isn't Better Call Saul in this game? I think they should put Better Call Saul in this game. What gun should I be using? I'm gonna stick with the cutter. The plasma cutter, classic weapon. This looks like there will be monsters here. This looks like there will be lots of monsters here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe just a big set piece. He'll never change!
Hull breach detected. Breach, come in. Isaac, impact on the bridge, right at your feet.
Saul.
I'm reading heavy
Saul
damage,
never
but keeping it looks
changes.
solid. Life support is stabilized. We've got to get the ADS working.
Okay. System failure. You think? There's monsters everywhere. Doesn't get more failure than that. More system failure than that. What a sick joke. Yeah, is Chuck in this game? Where's Chuck? Where's Chuck McGill? Let's go find him. Chuck! Chuck! Where do I even go? I need to stop asking where I'm supposed to go and just press the button that literally tells me exactly where to go. What's up, Raven? Walter. Walter. Let's go on the left. It went up to 15%. These frames really do be dropping. Gotta kill the dead space, Walter. What did I even just pick up? I wasn't even paying attention. A level 3? Ooh, I'll take that. Can I go back up? Wasn't there a store like over there nearby? E. Good point. Good point, Raven. Good points all around, everyone. Lots of important points being raised tonight in chat. Oh, there was a save station. That's a good idea. That's a good thing to use, generally. Lots of save stations in this game. I'm actually kind of surprised. And even when I noticed when I died, it took me back to it took me right back to where before I died. So like, even the checkpoints aren't just the save stations, they're checkpoints between the save stations. So like, at a certain point, it's like, why have save stations, you know? I don't know. To me, when a game has save spots, when a game has like specific spots where you can save. Is the door locked where I came from? It is. Fuck. I can't go to the store anymore. Is there a store in here? If a game has save spots, I feel like usually the reasoning behind that is so that it adds to the tension, because you're like, oh god, where's the next save spot? I'm gonna lose so much progress if I don't find it. But not in this case. Not in this space, in this dead space. Where did the cargo lift go? I know it didn't go anywhere. I know it stayed in the same spot, but I forgot where it was. It's here. Let's go. Also, just putting it out there, that room does not seem safe. There's lots of noises happening that give me the impression that I shouldn't stick around. Bro, is this Call of Duty Advanced Warfare made by Nintendo? Is that the main character Sonic? Coming from a crossover from Breaking Bad? I was literally just thinking those exact words.
Isaac. Damn, you scared me. Place is making me jumpy.
Why did I scare you? I look completely normal. I just look like a normal dude.
Look,
Like someone you just see across the street.
I
And you're
don't
just
know
walking
anything
around.
About a marker or anything else. This is supposed to be a repair mission. Plain and simple. This mess,
What are you even doing on this thing?
I can fix these boards when the main power routing is shot. You're gonna have to reroute them manually through at least 3 junction boxes to activate the primary cannon.
I'm helping.
But first, you need to activate the atrium elevators from bridge.
See, all of this, it's just jargon. It's just complete nonsense. Imagine hiring a voice actor to say all these things.
Be careful.
Okay, I will hydrate.
I saw something out
Dwinkin'.
there. I don't know what. I only got a glimpse. It was big. Really big.
Okay, let's go. Is there gonna be a big monster? Big ass monster? I love when there's a big monster. That's always fun. When you're playing a horror game filled with, you know, human-sized monster, and then suddenly, bam, big monster. That's like the size of a house. That's the best kind.
Shit.
Hi there.
Stand back.
Okay.
Thought that one was dead when I sealed the pod. These things don't die easily.
I already hydrated, Ronan. I'm not doing it again. You can't make me. Is it against the law if I don't follow the channel points when you redeem the things? Wait, which way am I going? This way. Bye. Hope you feel safe in your little computer room while I go out here and do the actual work. Jackass. Okay. Let's save. Excuse me. Can I do a Seattle sunroof on the monsters? I need to find one of them driving a car. Or just in a car. They don't even have to be in a car. I just need to find a car that belongs to one of the monsters. Ugh. There's like something caught in my throat. It's like making me tear up. I promise I'm not tearing up at the game. This game just makes me really emotional. It's just so beautiful. All the space. And it's so dead. In space. Oh, God. Where do I go? Tell me where to go. Okay. Oh! I knew it! I knew I would have to fight something in this room. I'm so smart. That's not big enough. I wanted a bigger boy. Fuck. Jesus, what was I supposed to do? It was coming at me so fast. Oh god. Ah!
Your weapon can't punch through that thing's armor. Shoot it in the back.
Oh, okay. How though? How do I get around him? Okay, wait for him to charge. Boom! Fuck yeah, video game. Video games! Woo! Wait, is he dead already? Is he dead or is he just like sleeping? Or stunned? Now he's dead. That was a death scream for sure. That was a death cry. I guess that was a joke about the title. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it that way. I was just saying things. What a coincidence that I happened to say the title of the game. What? Now what? Now what? Okay. What's that guy's name, I wonder? What was his story before he turned into a big monster? I want a spin-off of that guy.
Make us whole again.
Shh. I'm trying to play the video game. Stop talking to me. Thanks, Ronan. That's really nice. Okay, I will drink again. Let's activate the elevator. Am I asleep now? Did it freeze? Did the stream freeze or something? With my eyes closed? Possibly? Oh, the monster's asleep. Is that what you mean? What is that? Stasis pack, don't need it. Level 3, I want that. Is there a store? There's a bench. That's cool. I don't want more pulse rounds. I have plenty of pulse rounds, right? Yeah, got enough pulse rounds. And let's drop this plasma energy, because there's only 6 there. And then go to the bench, see if I have any nodes I can upgrade my thingies with. Upgrade Reg? No. Upgrade Kinesis? No. Let's wait till I have more nodes. Yeah, the monster. I figured it out. I don't have any health, do I? Any health packs? No, none of these are health packs. And my health is low. It's okay though, I'll be fine. I will survive. I'm a survivor. Is there a health pack in this little bin here? No. Where do I go? The elevator? Okay. I can't keep any of these locations straight in my head. I don't know where I'm going ever.
Kind, make them listen to reason.
Happening.
Down, man. Hold him.
Use the elevator, Isaac.
By maritime
Won't
law,
let me.
Article 5469, I hereby declare Captain Benjamin Mathias unfit for duty.
Why?
The marker must be delivered to the church. Terrence, please. I'm sorry, Ben, but I can't let you do this. Traitor. Heretic. Hold his head. Murderer!
What's happening? So, some sort of cult? Or some sort of... What did they do to him? What was that?
Dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
No, it was an accident. I had to stop him.
What do you mean it's an accident? Didn't he just stab him or something? It didn't look like an accident to me. Okay, whatever. Isaac, use the lift. Good job. So there's a cult, I think, and the marker is some sort of alien artifact they found, and it turns people into monsters, and one guy was trying to get rid of the marker, I think, and they told him, no, we don't want to do that because we're a big evil cult. Or perhaps maybe there's also a money incentive, because there usually is, right? No, this marker's gonna make us the big bucks. We're finally gonna be able to make it big in Hollywood with this. Some real good monster effects for all the monster movies we want to make. Hey Julian, has Lord Michaels called yet? No, probably because all I ever do is talk about how whenever I talk about SNL, I always have bad things to say. SNL, if I was ever on SNL, they would probably put any sketch I'm in, they would cut it for time and just put it on YouTube instead. Like they do for Kyle Mooney's sketches. Not that I'm as funny as Kyle Mooney, but you get it. Small med pack. Yes, finally. What's up, Elise? Welcome to the stream. Julian moment, indeed. Flame fuel? I don't even have, for like a flamethrower? I don't have a flamethrower. Exactly. This is Dead Space Baby. I'm trying to find the Dead Space Baby. Where do I go? This way. Okay, I didn't need to open that door. This feature rules. Wonderful feature. Even though it goes against all of my philosophy as far as don't tell the player where to go, let them figure it out. Fuck that. I love knowing exactly where to go. Because this game, every corridor looks exactly the same. Hey Julian, remember that video essay you recommended to me? I remember, yes. The Lady Emily one about Nostalgia Critic? Or not, about Demo Reel? Contact beam. What does that do? What's the contact beam schematic? Yeah, but what is the contact beam? It sounds cool. It sounds like some sort of laser thing. Let's go!
It looks like some of the gravity plating is malfunctioning. Keep an eye out for any kind of distortion effect coming from the floor. It could be
distortion. Ah! Where? Who? Why did the music do that? Is that the distortion effect? I wouldn't call that a distortion effect. It's more just like... Now that's the Dead Space Baby. That's what I call a Dead Space Baby. I don't need any plasma energy. Nah, sure, I'll take the plasma energy. Hi there. Great stuff. So they all died when they went over to it, so I probably should avoid this, right? Although I feel like it would be funny to see what happened if I stepped in. Oh, you know what? Let's use which button is kinesis? That one? And let's just kind of put it in it and see what it does. Nothing. Okay, I'll step in it. Fuck yeah. That rules. I love that. I want to do that again. Woo! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Yes! Yes! Exactly what I want from my video games. All I ever wanted from this game. One more time. No, I beat you to it. It's my turn, not yours. Wait your turn. Okay, that's probably enough of that. That's probably enough of that. Last time. That was the last time. That one was the last time. Alright. Let's take this game seriously now. Let's be a real gamer now. Get out of here. Well, he's gonna die anyways. He's gonna die anyways, right? Hey, hey! Step in the thingy! Yeah, do what he did. Hey! Dead Space Baby! That was not very pog of you. That was not very poggers of you. He's adorable. What a cutie. Alright, come here. Come here. Come here. No, come here. This way. How do I whistle in the game? Oh my god. This guy is so stubborn. I'm trying to help you, you know. Well, I mean, I'm trying to kill you actually, but it's for the greater good. Are you just trapped in there? Are you gonna hurt me or no? You stay there. You stay there. I'll go get help. I'll go find someone to help you out. Is someone following me? I hear noise. Ah, there you are. Let me switch to the cutter. This guy's so pathetic. That guy was cringe. Ah! Jeez, they're everywhere! Oh my god. What is this? A horror game? Some kind of monster game with monsters? Jeez. This is just like Dead Space. This part really reminds me of the video game Dead Space. Can I just stomp on you? Fuck! Fuck! I feel like that was perfect positioning for a good stomp, but it didn't work. I think he beat me to it. Okay, my dropped frames are going down, so I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm not gonna worry about it. I know I do keep saying that I'm not gonna worry about it, and then I continue to worry about it, but like the stomp sucks in Dark Souls, obviously. Dark Souls 1, Dark Space, Death Space. I don't know. This is the best game. This game rules. I think this is a good stomp. It's just not good when you're trying to actually use it to kill things. But it looks great, you know, on its own. All right, let's get you out of the way. Get out of there. I love how the developers of this game were just like, you know what? We need to spice up our gameplay a little bit. Let's just put the gravity gun from Half-Life into it and see how that works out. And it worked out great because it's a great mechanic no matter what game you put it in. And that's all. Every game needs the gravity gun. You again? I killed you already. Oh my god. I didn't know he had a twin brother. Fuck! No, don't punch nothing. Run, you idiot. Is there a second one back there, or is that just cables? Yeah, those are just cables. Okay. I think he's having some trouble. You alright? You dead? Or are you just stunned? Halo 2 is scary. It's got, like, zombies in it. Power node. Yes! Yes! This is when the real Dead Space starts. This is when the real Dead Space begins. I really need health, though. Are these health? No. I need health. Give me some health packs. There's nothing. That's pretty cringe, not gonna lie. This game is a little bit cringe. Is that an egg? It's very egg looking. Looks at drugs. Should I? Where's my drugs at? Where's my drugs? They're over there. They're far away from me. They're too far. I don't want to walk all the way over to my drugs to use my drugs. And besides, using drugs is bad for you. Don't use drugs. Raven with the E again. Thank you, Raven. No! I don't know what I thought would happen. Fuck. Oh, God. I have, like, no health now. I guess... Oh, duh. I have a thing that freezes things. I should use that. I'm so stupid. Okay. That's still cutting it close. I should wait until it's, like, over there. Yeah. That wasn't gonna work out. Do you think Isaac is, like, high right now? Do you think he just, like... Do you think he, like, smoked a joint before doing this? I think he should have. I feel like he would be having a lot more fun if he did.
Making some progress with the
There we go.
One of the cannons is giving me a hard time. Keep moving.
No, I love the E. The E is a good bit. Alright, let's go. Excuse me. Jesus. Really? Are you blocking my way with your dead body? That's so rude. That's so rude. I would kill you if you weren't already dead. Sorry, Dead Space. Too busy complaining about game mechanics to be scared. You... Go over here. No. I can't even fling it across the room. There's no way this stream's already at 48 minutes? Really? Is it going by that quick? Are you having that much fun? Fuck yeah. I'm doing my job. Credits. Give me. Oh, that was close. Oh, they're everywhere. Okay. let's go. I don't know why I was confused about which way to go. It's like, okay, once I go through this door, which way do I go? Left or right? Let's try left first. Yeah, I think that maybe there's only just maybe some extra secrets there. This is the main way, though, it seems like. Hi there. What's your name? I don't... That's not a name that's easy for me to pronounce. So I think instead of calling you that, I'm going to just murder you. No plasma energy. Yeah, I got plenty of plasma energy. What's in here? Let's see if we got any extra goodies in here for me to gobble up. Nom 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 nom. So, you're gonna come to life, right? Well, if he does, he's gonna have a bit of trouble walking. Fuck! Fuck! I knew it! I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Give me the health. Thank you. Pulse rounds. Yeah, I'll take some pulse rounds. Line racks? What does that even mean? Maybe use normal words that make sense. Alright, let's save. Alright. When's the ghost of my girlfriend gonna pop up? She's been whispering in my ear. When is she gonna, like, pop up physically? She must be dead if I'm seeing her ghost, right? She must not be alive. Or I'm just going crazy and it's not a ghost. I'm just like hallucinating. Is the marker supernatural in any way, or is it all like biological? Is it all just some sort of virus that's turning people into monsters? And the hallucinations are just like, you know, the virus starting to infect the mind. And they're not, you know, ghosts. I don't know. I think if you have a game set in space, it's too obvious to make it all not supernatural. It's too obvious, like, oh, it's a space virus. No. We need ghosts in space. We need to combine the supernatural and the sci-fi. We need more supernatural sci-fi because that's just cool. I want a haunted house movie, but set on a spaceship. That's my elevator pitch. I'm gonna write that now. Someone write that. Ronan, write a screenplay. Wait, do you know, are there any movies like that? I would watch that. They made that already? Which one was that? Space Ghosts. Event Horizon. I've heard of that one. Is that the one with the Jurassic Park guy, Sam Neill? Jesus. Event Horizon sounds cool, but tells me nothing. Just call it Space Ghosts. I know Space Ghost is technically copyright, but you add an S to it, and then you know, oh, there's more than one, and also it's probably not related to the cartoon. Ghosts in Space. Yes, from the director of the Resident Evil films. That sounds promising, but probably not in the way that the director would want it to sound promising. Haunted Spaceship House, the movie, the video game. Yes, that's a great title. Based on a true story, too. You gotta add that to the title. A haunted house story. 2. Just, why not? Fuck it. Add a 2 to the mix. Julian, you just want to be right about things? Who doesn't? That's normal. I'm allowed to want to be right about things. And I am right about everything. So it all works out. Alright. I think these guys are all coming after me in this game, probably because I bet Isaac Clarke really likes Spider-Man 3. And they're all like, no, you can't like that movie. The internet decided that's a bad movie. And all of these alien zombies, they're just Spider-Man 3 haters. They're just haters. And they're wrong, of course. That's why they're portrayed as zombies, because they're wrong ideologically. Enjoying Spider-Man 3 is an ideology. Which way? This way. Alright. Any monsters in here? In this elevator? Nope. Oh, wait. But which level do I go to? Fuck, I don't know which one to go to. Okay, I will hydrate. Just for you. Haunted Spaceship House, the movie 2, the video game 2, based on a true story 2. They should add a 3 to the end of that, though. Haunted Spaceship House, the movie 2, the video game 2, based on a true story 2, 3. Where's... Okay. Is this the map? Oh, there you are. Wait. This is such a confusing map. Okay, it wants me to go to... Oh god, this is so difficult for me to see. To the bottom story, I think? God, it's like I tap the D-pad very lightly, and it zooms all the way up. Looks like that's the bottom story that I'm going to. So let's go to level 1. Spaceballs 2, the search for more money.
I've gone over the MedSci reports. These things are biorecombinators.
Was that ever, like,
Tissue, absorb it, and
in the cards? Was there ever a plan to make that movie a reality, or was that just like a joke?
The others, well, seem to be making corpses to infect. And that body tissue we keep seeing on the walls is part of it too. I found a report that says it's a habitat changer.
Okay. And I'm supposed to care why? Why are you telling me this? Maybe keep these things, maybe keep this nerd shit to yourself. No one fucking cares, alright? We get it. You're a geek. I feel like I'm being really mean. It's just a video game character. I'm not really being mean. Okay. Fuck, I gotta get out of here. I can't breathe in this space. But I do want to see what's in this room real quick. Just to see. What do we got here? Plasma energy. Oh, cool. And I can refill my oxygen in this little room. That's nice. I have an extra node, so I can finally upgrade something. I think I wanted to upgrade my rig and upgrade my health on it. So let's use all 3 of my nodes here. Upgrade my health. Hell yeah. I'm so healthy now. I'm like as healthy as it's possible for a person to be right now. Mel Brooks has definitely talked about doing Spaceballs 2. Never had a solid plan, but I'm sure he's written a pitch. Okay. Pulse rounds. No. How many pulse rounds do I have? I have enough. Can't breathe in this dead space. Whew. That was a close one. Jesus Christ. Stop glitching out. The real horror is the bugs. The real horror of EA's new project, Dead Space, is the glitches. That's my that's my video game reviewer impression. That's my professional reviewer. The real horror of Dead Space is the bugs. Ooh, who's there? I heard noise. I think it was just some sort of mechanical thing, though. Are there robots? Are there any evil robots in this game at some point? That seems like it would be on brand. I hope at some point there's an evil robot I have to fight. Or maybe a robot being controlled by somebody who is evil. The real horror is people making every horror film a very obvious and boring parable about something people already won't shut up about, like trauma and family. If it's done well, I have no issue with it. Just like there have been a million movies just about ghosts and nothing else. Like, let's make a movie about a ghost and nothing else, and it doesn't mean anything. Which, again, is fine. There's a million of any kind of movie. Just make it a good one, and it's fine. That's my take. Exactly. The point is, Raven Hunter 142 is the real villain. That's the point that I'm trying to make. I don't need health, but it would be nice to have it. Is there anything I should drop, maybe? I want to keep these schematics for when I find a store. I want to drop any of these. Oh, I can use the stasis pack. And then let's grab this. All right, Isaac. Let's go find the next thing. Where do I go? This way? What's over here? Wait, this... Oh, there's a thing here I have to interact.
Power transferred to the ADS.
So true.
Control system suction box rerouted. I'm getting a reading. Almost there.
Something's splatting around back there. Someone back here is stirring a pot of mac and cheese. Oh, fuck, wait. What the hell? What just happened? I guess he knocked me into the gravity thing.
Power transferred to the ADS.
Control system suction box.
Okay, let's
rerouted.
use this
I'm getting a
weapon.
reading. Almost there.
Oh, it's the infector. This guy. Fuck yeah. Now that's how we do it on the Dead Space. That's how, whatever. Isaac's not a one-liner kind of guy. He doesn't have any quips. He's a strong, silent type. Do I need any plasma energy? Have plenty. Plasma energy is for the cutter. Plasma something else is for the plasma rifle, which is the other gun, this gun. Let's go. Hello? I'm just passing through. Nobody bother me. I'm not in the mood to socialize. In a very antisocial mood right now. Please just let me be.
Exiting vacuum.
Aces pack, don't need it. Credits, sure, I'll take some money. Why not? Is there a store here? Where's the nearest store? I don't know what I'm looking at. Who's whispering in my ear? Stop that. No, it's weird. I don't want it. Why is the Dead Space ghost doing ASMR in my ear? This way? I already went that way, idiot. Jeez. It's like it doesn't even know. Alright, now we go to... Which level should I go to? Oh, let's check the map. Yeah, that's a great map. Wow, look at this map. Look at all the things on this map. Jesus Christ. Okay. So obviously I'm supposed to go to the 3rd level, but I think there's a store on the 2nd level, it looks like. So I'm going to go to the 2nd level and go to the store. Hopefully I'm right. And then I'm going to forget what I was doing once I'm done with that and like get turned around and go on like a 10-minute detour trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next, even though there's a button that tells me exactly where I'm supposed to go. That's my prediction. Are you sure the space is dead, or are you dead? That's a good point. I'm thinking all of it's dead, just all around. Where's the store? I thought there was a store here. Oh, God. Okay, it's in that room over this way. I've gotten better at reading the map. It's the big thing that says store. Okay. Let's upload the schematics. Let's get a new suit. I will take that. Yes, I have enough money. Let's upgrade my suit, and hopefully it'll upgrade my inventory space. Hey, time flies when you're deading space. When you're spacing dead. I know, I won't stop. Somebody stop me. I'm streaming all over the place. I'm hydrating with good old reliable H2O. Level 3 suit. This is where the real game begins. Everybody is saying this. Dead Space doesn't really start until you get the level 3 suit. I knew that thing on the right was a scroll bar. I guess it doesn't change size depending on how many things there are though. Because earlier it was just one page, but it still had the scroll bar, and I was like, why is there a scroll bar if it's just one page? And then I was like, maybe it's not a scroll bar, maybe it's just a weird little UI element that's meaningless. But it turns out it's a scroll bar. I figured out the big mystery in Dead Space. I figured out the big twist. Are you gonna get the remake? I don't know. Like, I'm against the idea of them even making the remake, just because EA screwed over the original developers. And now the people who made the game aren't even making the remake, and they don't even have the rights to make this franchise anymore, so they're making a new game called the Callisto Protocol, which is the worst title in the history of video games, which is weird because they made Dead Space, which is the best title ever made for a video game, so yeah. That's a short version of that rant, which I've done a few times on yesterday's stream. I don't know, I might get it, I might not. I'm not sure. I might play it because I if it goes on EA Play, which I have with Game Pass, so is there anything else I want to buy? Can I sell anything? No, I don't want to sell any of this. Yeah, it is cool that they got the same voice actor back. I don't get why they're remaking this game. Like, I'm playing it right now. It holds up just fine. It looks pretty great still. There are a few things that are a little outdated about it, like visually and mechanically, but those things could easily be like remedied in like just a remaster is the word I'm looking for. Y'all ever hear of money? I'm sure it would be cheaper to just remaster it. and then they could still charge like $60 for it, and people would probably buy it. All med pack. Nah, there would be a bit of an outrage, I think, if they did that, actually. Charge like $40 for it. That's still too much, but like people would buy it. No! No! I don't want the E-Virus. Probably a rights thing, like they don't own the rights to the original game engine. Maybe, I don't know. Just don't make it, or just make a new one. Make a new one. You can even still call it Dead Space. It could be like a soft reboot. As far as I know, though, isn't it like a remake, like where everything's pretty much the same, like with The Last of Us Part 1 and with Shadow of the Colossus? I'm sick of that. Stop doing that. Callisto Protocol seems cool, but it doesn't have the same vibe as the Dead Space games. I haven't really looked into it that much. Is this the right way? Oh, did I just go the wrong way? I knew it. I knew I would do this. Didn't I say that? I predicted this. I'm so smart. Predicting my own actions. It's too late, I'm infected. Fuck! That's why I took a wrong turn, is because I have the E-Virus. Because you kept saying E in chat. That's how it works. Now I know why the CDC keeps sending emails to the public saying, if you see Raven Hunter 142 in your chat, avoid them. Ban them right away. It's too late though. I'm not gonna ban you. I should have done that in the beginning, but it's too late now. Why is your name red? I don't know. You tell me. You're the one who made it red. I didn't do that. You need to take accountability for your own issues. Am I Dark Brandon? Oh. What's this? Flame fuel. I already saw that. I don't need it. Am I going the right way? Did I just go to the wrong floor? What floor was I supposed to go to? Fuck. Okay, let's check the map. Fine, I'll hydrate. I'll hydrate. Okay. Are you happy? I hydrated. Are you happy? Reroute ADS power. Yeah, that's easy. I'll just do that. Okay, let's go. I think that's the 3rd floor that I'm supposed to go to. Wait, this isn't the one that has the multiple floors? Next time Lady Emily comes in a stream, let you know? What, like text you? I don't know how to do that. My phone is my webcam. Sorry. Ugh. Oh, like page you? Yeah, I'll page you. Here's the way. All you have to do is just always watch 100% of the time when I'm streaming. Never ever leave my stream. That way your chances go up of being able to say something to them. Am I going the right way now? Okay, and then I go to this one and go to floor 3. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Isaac Clarke, you want to tell me what you're doing on that elevator? Sir, getting this space. Megamind doesn't have an E in his name, you crazy? Huh. Megamind is spelled Megamind. Huh? Is that a dude? Dude, bro! Hey, guy! Schematic. Force gun? That sounds cool. Should I go back to the store because I just got another schematic? I know where the store is. Nah, I'll just hope I find another one soon. Who's Elizabeth? And why am I supposed to care? Riddle me this. Riddle me that. Save station. Something keeps banging against the ship. Who's doing that? Stop. It's distracting. I'm trying. I'm just trying to vibe here. Fuck. Ah! Punch him. Yeah. Oh, he punches back. No! Not the little guys. I hate the little guys. Fuck. Don't they know that I'm not here to hurt them? I'm just here to vibe. I'm just here because I heard it was a cool ship, and I just wanted to check it out just to see what was going on in here. What is this? Plasma energy, pulse rounds. I don't care. I don't want any of it. Let's heal. What's in my inventory? Okay, I have some space in my inventory. We're good. Activate the power system? Okay, yeah, whatever.
Asteroid defense system now online.
Alright, we've got enough power, but the ADS cannons...
Okay, I think I'm not having dropped frames anymore, so we're good. They've just completely stopped.
Take the elevator to the top
Whew,
of the ship and
that was a close one. Can I take an edible? I only have 2, and they're only 5 milligrams. So I don't want to. I want to save them. I feel like I should save them. I'm like kind of broke right now. Okay. Go check out what's in here. I hear whispering again. Who's whispering? Stop the whispering. I don't know. This whole space doesn't seem that dead to me. It seems pretty alive, with monsters everywhere trying to kill me. So, it's kind of a misnomer, kind of false advertising if you ask me. Oh. You good, Isaac? What's happening with the camera? Whoa. Okay. Any monsters nearby? Any monsters far away, even?
Isaac, you're going to have to cross the ship exterior to reach the ADS cannon. Problem is, we're still getting bombarded by asteroids. Look for cover, or you get...
Alright, Raven, take care. Thanks for dropping by, it's been fun. Eat air can? What did he even just say? Who cares? Blah blah blah, Isaac. You have to blah 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 the monsters. Blah blah blah. That's all I heard. Okay. Door. Warning. Gravity 0. Wait, no. Probably 0 gravity in that order. I figured out the puzzle. Alright, well, there's no other way to go, so... Let's just... Can I just fly up? Woo! Yes! I can! Haha! Fuck yeah! Obviously that was the wrong thing to do, but I wanted to see if it would let me, and I'm glad it did, because I felt like Superman for a brief second there. I believed a man could fly. This isn't nearly as good as Doom 3, which, believe it or not, I've played to completion. I don't believe it. You're lying. You're lying. Stop lying in chat. Ah! What the fuck? Wait, no, what just happened? Wait, where did that come from? What happened? What? What? Doom 3 is cool. I haven't really played it, but I've seen it.
Warning. Multiple impacts detected across the starboard hull.
Like, what am I supposed to do? What? Okay, am I supposed to die there and, like, that's supposed to tell me don't go there ever? So just avoid that? And the only way you can know that is to just die in that spot? Like, what's the issue here? Okay, I'm gonna take it really slow and just, like, pay more attention. Okay, I'm gonna, like, wait back here. Fuck! No, what is that? Like, what even is that? This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm just gonna stick back here. I'm just gonna... Maybe I should take cover? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Is take cover, maybe?
Warning. Multiple impacts detected across the starboard hull.
Okay, I get it. I get it now. It's like there's a bunch of things lying around. So I just have to take cover. Shit. Run. Run, Isaac. Run! Run! Any more? Let's hide. Yeah, there's... I figured it out. I figured out what the hell I'm supposed to do here. I've cracked your sick game. I've cracked your puzzle. Get me out of here! Isaac, don't be such a drama queen. You're just suffocating. It's not a big deal. You'll be fine in the end. Maybe breathe normally and your oxygen won't go away so quickly. Ever think of that? I'm sorry, if you have very little oxygen left, you're not gonna go you're just gonna breathe less. Just breathe less to conserve oxygen. Isaac is not the smartest whatever. Where's my oxygen pack? Use that. See, Isaac, it was fine, just like I told you. You need to learn to trust me, buddy. We're in this together, you know? God. I love waiting around. It's really fun. Isaac is the dumbest scientist since Gordon... Hey, Gordon Freeman is smart as hell. You see how he shoots all the guys? Oh, smartest. No, wait, scientist. I got it. Scientist. He's the scientist? Scientist. Like scientist as in like, if you use scient as an adjective. He's the scientist. Go! Go!
Exiting zero gravity.
Save. What's this? Ruby semiconductor. Okay. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Cool. Oh, I can sit? I could have sat down on things this whole time.
You're in the pit. The cannon's a mass driver, so it should punch through anything flying.
All right.
Keep an eye on the hall's integrity.
This is fun.
Things get by and we're dead. I think I've almost got the system repaired. Just buy me a little more time.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait. But I was looking for like monsters, not asteroids. All right, let's not get cocky. I know one just hit me. This is actually kind of hard. And loud. It's very loud. Who'd have thought destroying asteroids would be loud? This is just like that game Asteroids. Oh, calm down. Can you not hear me? Is it too loud? I'll turn it down a little bit. Okay. I don't want to turn it down too much because it is supposed to be loud. I want you to get the full experience. Turn it all up. Put the microphone closer to your... How's this? How's this? Is this nice? Am I supposed to die here? Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. Isaac, come on. You're a smart guy. Figure it out. Destroy all the asteroids. Okay, I think the key here is to actually know that I'm supposed to be getting the asteroids from the beginning. What? It starts at 85? That's not fair. Okay, I'm actually... No, I'll keep it down for this section, but then I'm going to turn it back up.
Too many of those things get by and we're dead. I think I've almost got the system repaired. Just buy me a little more time.
Ah! Ah! Okay, that one's just gonna hit me. Fine. No! This is kind of hard. Like, I feel like I can't get to them in time. Okay. This isn't too bad. I'm hoping the little ones aren't doing too much damage. Ah! Get down there! No! Jesus, this thing moves so slowly. Wait! I have two! I can use both triggers. I didn't even realize. Fuck! Okay. Why can't I use this to kill a monster? Shooting monsters is way more fun than shooting asteroids. I hope a big monster appears at the end of this section. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh, we got a big boy. Watch out for the big boy. Oh God. Okay. I already did a don't get cocky joke. I already did that. You're too late. Oh, it's just going on its own. Okay, I'm gonna turn the audio back up just a little bit because I want the voice acting to be hearable on stream. Okay. Let me know if the game is too loud and you can't hear me.
Entering zero gravity.
Obviously, this section is very quiet though. Ah, a monster! Who'da thunk it? Switch to the cutter. Hi there. How you doing, buddy? I wonder if I can use kinesis on the monsters here and just kind of shoot them out into space. Can I use kinesis on living creatures? No, probably just objects. Uh-oh. I'm running low on oxygen. Do I have any oxygen things? Pack? Nope. Shit. Go, Isaac, go! Run! Run! Fly, you fool! Is there a thing here? No. Other one. This one. I know this one has an oxygen tank. No? Fuck. Must be further up ahead. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Isaac, no! No, I'm stuck! 3, 2... That was way too close. Oh my god. I'm sure it was designed that way. Let's go. Let's go back in. I was nail biting.
Zero gravity.
Not actually though, because I wasn't biting my nails.
Exiting vacuum.
Exactly. Okay. What's next?
Wait!
What's next for Isaac Clarke?
You're not gonna believe this. Oxygen levels are falling.
Yeah, I believe it. It was happening to me like 10 seconds
And
ago.
whatever it is, it's filling the deck up with that organic stuff. We're not going to have any air to breathe soon.
Okay,
But
what's
if
the
I
issue?
understand these lab reports correctly, I think I can make a poison to destroy it. Head to medical. It should have everything you need.
It's just one thing after another.
Isaac, get to medical and mix together whatever Kendra's come up with. I'm heading to hydroponics. If I can slow it down, that might keep us breathing long enough to fight it.
Who's up there? Okay, I don't think anyone's up there. No, something's gonna drop down. I know it. No? Okay. I've already been in here, but I take stuff. I have more inventory space now. Credits. We're done. We're done in here. That's the end of that room. Never going back in there again. Pulse rounds. I don't like the inventory system. I don't like that there is an inventory system, honestly. Just let me have as much ammo as I want. That's all. That's fine. But, I don't know. I guess it's a horror game and they need to, like, make you think about what you're doing so that you can get stressed out. Fine, whatever. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh! What was that noise? What was that noise? I heard, like, bones cracking. Man, the Foley artists for this game must have had so much fun. Okay, what's here? Plasma energy, more ammo. What was that noise? What's happening in there? Let's save and then find out. Ah! Or just find out right away. What are you? What are you? Is that the dead baby? The Dead Space baby? They're everywhere. Oh, these things are gross. What is the whispering even saying? Can we get subtitles for the whispering, please? I know it's supposed to be, like, just barely hearable, but I want to know what it's saying. I can't hear it. Nope. It's just gibberish, probably. It's like one of those videos that's like, this is what English sounds like to non-English speakers. which just like sounds vaguely like real words, but when you actually think about it, nope, not real words being said. What level do I want to go to? Which level am I supposed to go to? The elevator really is not great for the navigation system. Having an elevator with multiple options. Okay, I think maybe the second floor, not the first. Let's try that. Woo! Come on. The slowest elevator in the world. Okay. This way. Hello? Someone knocking? Someone knocking on the window? Alright, Isaac. Let's keep moving. Let's use the store. Really, in a situation like this, everything should be free. It's kind of fucked up that they're making money off of me when I'm like literally risking my life to save everyone. Just a little bit fucked up. There should be a button that like the boss can press remotely that just makes everything free for this spaceship. Power node. Should I not like just buy a power node? Nah. Contact beam. Heavy damage energy projector. What does that even mean? That tells me nothing. Heavy damage, like obviously that says a little bit, but energy projector? That's meaningless. Plasma, line racks. What weapons are there? Ripper, remote industrial saw. I have more inventory space, so I'm feeling like I could get another weapon, maybe. Line gun. Timed mines? No, thank you. That doesn't sound interesting to me. Because then I have to think about it. I have to be like, I have to place it, and then I have to detonate it, or wait for it to detonate. That's like 2 steps. I want something that goes boom right away. Flamethrower's kind of cool. That would be good for like when there's a bunch of smaller enemies, but I don't know. Force gun, short range kinetic booster device. Excuse me. Ripper, remote into. I feel like this is the most fun. A Ripper. Like, yeah, let's get that. Plus, maybe it doesn't have ammo. I wonder if it has ammo or not. Bless me. I wonder if it has ammo or not. Let's find out. Let's use the Ripper. I'm seeing an 8. Oh, it shoots out the saw. Ah! Oh, fuck! Hi there. Oh, that's cool. It, like, shoots out. Ah! It's behind me? Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure if I love the Ripper. To be honest. I could have sworn there was another one here. No? Okay. Okay, I will hydrate. I will hydrate. You're welcome. Okay. Here we go. Which way? Back to the tram? Again? I'm honestly getting a tiny bit bored of Dead Space right now. Might just because I'm on easy mode, and that's my bad, but I don't know, I'm starting to feel the just keep walking into rooms and shooting the things, you know? I would like the Meteor game was kind of fun, the asteroid shooting game, mini game. I would like a bit more variety like that, though. Yeah, it does seem a little long. I looked it up, and I think it's an 11-hour game.
can smell the
which isn't like
air from
super
here.
long.
It's spreading faster than I expected.
But so
trying to
far,
isolate it,
just based on the
but it's not
content
gonna buy
in the
us
game
much
so
time.
far,
We have to get that thing off this ship.
it doesn't need to be 11 hours of this.
I'll hack the door for you when you get there.
Yeah, some boss fights might be nice to shake things up a bit. I'm looking forward to Dead Space 2 because I remember that game has a lot of like cool set pieces. This game so far is just a lot of walking through corridors. Very samey looking corridors and just fighting all the things that pop up. Is that a person? No. Who's saying that? Is that over the speaker? Over the intercom? Some sort of culty guy?
Looks like someone has reprogrammed the door locks on this deck.
Did anyone else hear that?
Me too.
Did you hear that?
I guess we're not alone here after all.
Whatever your name is?
Someone doesn't want you in this part of the ship.
Okay. Should I buy a different gun? I'll keep the Ripper, but I'm not totally sure how I feel about it. Let me see how much inventory space I have. Ah! What happened just now? I dismissed a couple notifications on there. What were they? Oh well. How much inventory space do I have? I just have one, so like, and like, there's all these different ammo types too. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll sell the Ripper and these Ripper blades because I don't know how I don't love it. Let me try out some other weapons. I feel like I have the money. I got lots of money. So let's sell the Ripper. I don't know though. The Ripper does seem cool. I'm not really feeling it that much. What other weapons are there? Let's see. Line gun, flamethrower is that's pretty cool probably. Force gun sounds neat. Contact beam, heavy damage energy projector. I think I might want the contact beam. Because that sounds like a big old laser. I'm a fan of lasers. Let's just get rid of the Ripper and the Ripper ammo. Sell those. Sell the Ripper. Or maybe I should have kept the Ripper and put it in the safe. Whatever. Too late now. Okay, let's buy some... Let's buy the contact beam. Use it. Is this the contact beam? Or is this the contact beam? No. Maybe this is the contact... Nope. This is the contact beam. Oh shit, it like charges up. That's kind of cool. I don't love how it has to charge up before I can shoot it though. Did I just make a huge mistake? Should I have kept the Ripper? Ah! Why can't you just give me all the guns? Why do I have to buy them? Just let me have them slowly throughout the game. Just give them to me slowly. But let me keep them all and not take up space in my inventory. Fuck you. Let me use the contact beam on the next guy. Okay. Ah! Shit, I don't love how it has to charge up. Oh, that sucks. I might actually sell this. Jeez. Oh, wait. I charge it, but then it doesn't fire right away. I have to let go first. Shit. Shit. What did I just do? Okay, whatever. Use this. Should I just go back and buy the Ripper back? Okay, I'm gonna put the contact beam in storage and then buy the Ripper. See, I don't think I should have to put this much thought into what I'm doing right now. I feel like maybe this is a me problem though. I don't know. Where's my? So I have enough credits to buy another gun. So flamethrower, force gun, Ripper. Where's my contact beam? Let's move that to the safe. Along with, do I have any contact beam ammo? Doesn't look like it. That's good. It's not taking up any space in my inventory. I do have Ripper blades though. So I guess that's a sign that I should just buy the Ripper back. Video games are magical. Okay. I have the Ripper again. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. If I wanted to, I could sell the contact beam and buy, like, the flamethrower. Or the force gun. If Elise were in chat right now, I would like to know which of these is the best gun. But I don't think she's in chat currently. Let's... Let's just keep the Ripper in my inventory. I think I bought it, right? Let's keep the Ripper for a while and just see how I like it. Do I have the Ripper? Oh, I do. Oh, it doesn't take up space in my inventory. Wait, I'm stupid. I thought it took up space, but it doesn't. It just takes up space in like my weapon wheel. So let's keep the Ripper, and then yeah, let's just stick with this for now. See how we like it. And let's also save as well. Saving is nice. Saving is a nice thing to do. Let's go. Let's switch to the Ripper. Just hope that it's fine. Hope that I like it. Let's try to like it. I'm gonna try to like this weapon. I probably should have gone back and taken the beam from the safe and put it in my weapon wheel. Oh well, too late now. This is gonna suck. I already know. I can tell. Power lock enabled? Override? Do I have any nodes? How do I know if I have any nodes? Would they just be in my inventory? I don't think I have any nodes. Right? I don't think I have any nodes, so. Well, there's an easy way to find out. Come on. Yes. Nope. No nodes. Just as I suspected. Any monsters here? Any monsters nearby? That doesn't look good. Something's gonna pop out. Yep, I knew it. I'm so smart. Gross. Ew. Get out of here. Disgusting. Can I stomp on this? Ah! What happened? Did it just explode? Is that all? Is that all it does? Shit! It's just a little tentacle mine thing? Stop screaming! It's not a big deal. Are you dead now? Ugh. Disgusting. You done? Got it all out of your system? Yeah, I don't like that thing at all. Gross. Okay. Let's move on. I guess I need to use this. Should I have a beer? I don't know. Beer makes me a little bit sick, so I don't know if I want to. But I do kind of want to be drunk. That might help things. Ah! He's dead. Beer's a depressant. True. No, not you. Come here. Where's the... Jesus. Oh, I need to use stasis on it, I think. Shit. Not like that, though. Come on. This sucks. Okay, one more time. One more try. There we go. Stasis recharge. Very nice. Very cool. If you're sad, it'll chemically make you even worse. Interesting. Like, I'm depressed, but also I don't I don't think beer generally makes me feel worse, but I guess if science says it does, then I guess it does. Okay, come on. Let's go.
Close to the chemistry station. Once you get the chemicals, you're also going to need a DNA sample of the alien tissue. I'll search the records for one.
Cool. Thank you. Ah. I hate the bodies. They're too easy to mess with. Okay. Let's go down, I guess. Like, all of this looks the same to me.
Personal log, Dr. Charles Mercer. I now have a live subject for my study. I'm eager to validate my tissue regeneration theory. Initial restraint was problematic, but now the patient's resting comfortably. He trusts me, Dr. Kite. He puts his life in my hands. He knows his part in all of this. Understands what I'm doing. The forehead has been swabbed clean and marked. What are you doing with that? And I'm now attempting to create a passage to insert the sample
Doesn't sound like good things were happening in that audio log. I might be wrong though. Okay, let's open up these things and then interact with what that is. Bam, what is that? Plasma energy. Stomp. More ammo. What's in you, huh? Open. Ripper blades. Sure thing. Okay, let's continue the game. Let's continue the video game.
Processing request. Please stand by.
Alright.
Antigen compound.
That's not taking up inventory space, is it? Okay, good. Oh hey, it's a person. Who are you?
Yet you keep on going. It almost makes me think that we had hope as a species. Am I the only one who sees that we have died out a long time ago? We just haven't accepted it yet. Stop running. Stop your struggle. Our future, your future, the future of our race ends here.
Why though?
To introduce you to humanity's child, the child
I don't know.
who will replace us, our greatest creation.
Yeah, he's clearly got some issues. Ah! The camera just spun around on its own. That was even scarier than the monster. Oh, these guys are kind of big. He's kind of a big boy. Alright, you done? What happened? Oh god. Oh, gross. No! Wait, no! He's coming back. Fuck. Oh shit, I don't like his glowing eyes at all. Yeah, I can punch too. You think? How though? The door's locked. Oh, that's fucked up. You locked the doors to let me figure out that I couldn't kill him? I could have figured that out. Okay. Is he still there? Yeah, he's still there. I can hear him. Well, sorry, buddy, but I can't talk to you when you're like this. I need you to calm down and then I'll go back in there, okay? But first, I want you to do your breathing exercises, okay? Maybe meditate a little. I'll be back later, and I expect you to have calmed down by then. Anyone else? Any other? Oh, fuck these guys. Let me switch to this guy. Ah! Get off of me. The flashlight in this game sucks. By design, probably. Doesn't mean I have to like it. I hear that, and I don't like it. Yeah, I bet the flamethrower would be great on those things. There's more! Ah. Ah! I hear you. Where are you? Okay. They're gone. This is the right way, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna run. I'm just going to run. It's too dark. It's too dark for this. Jesus Christ. That was one of the,
Now you need to find a DNA sample of the growth.
what do we call them?
According to lab records, there's an inert sample.
They don't die.
ICU.
Undying.
Dr. Mercer was apparently doing intensive research on it.
I'm sure they have an official name. I need to look it up.
Contact Hammond, but all I'm getting is static. Isaac, you've got to hurry.
Okay, let's save. And then, like, I'm kind of getting tired of Dead Space, but I want to keep streaming. So, I don't know. I might play Getting Over It. It's been a while since I played that on stream, but I'll beat it in like 10 minutes. So then I have to figure out what to do after that. Ooh, I could do a talk show. Do a quick talk show. I don't know, it depends on how late you want to stay up, Ronan. And I do want to beat this game. Like, I have to keep playing it so that I can beat it. Because I want to finish all 3 Dead Space games by Halloween. I don't know how possible that is. Like, they're not that long. Like, this game's the longest one, I'm pretty sure, and it's like 11 hours. So, like, I just gotta stream often. How long have I been playing? I've been playing this for 2 hours. That's not even that long to play a video game. Who's there? Get out of here. Okay, this is like a good spot to end, I think, for now. So let's quit the game. No more video game. No more Dead Space. Dead Space is over. Alright. Is Lady Emily streaming still? Lady Emily was streaming earlier. Is this weird? If I just watch a stream on stream? I'm not gonna keep doing that, but I think that this is a funny bit, right? Just playing Final Fantasy 14. I know Roman numerals. Heaven Sward. That's spelled right? Is that a typo? Is it called Heaven Sward? That's so weird.
Nope.
It's not a real word.
Okay.
Maybe use a real word next time.
Perfect pose. No, I didn't like that so much.
Okay, I feel like this is a weird thing to do. Alright. Hey Ronan, wanna hop on? Wanna hop on the show? Wanna hop on the Internet Julian show? Alright, let's call Ronan up. Let's get Ronan on the show. Let me open Discord. Let's change the stream category to not just chatting, because I think there's a separate category for like, yeah, talk shows and podcasts. This is a talk show and a podcast. Let's get rid of the horror tag and the spooky tag and the Halloween. Let's keep the Halloween tag because it's October. So the Halloween tag just goes there no matter what. The title, I'll just keep the same. Or I could change it. Late Night Julian. Featuring Ronan. Good title. Good stream title. Okay. Ronan. Where are you? There you are. Start voice call. You have a webcam? Wait, I'll ask you when you're in the call. Hello? Oh no. Oh no, wait, I gotta change my Discord settings. Meanwhile, let's change scenes to the talk show scene. And let's see here. Sorry, give me a second. And switch over. Welcome everyone to the show. Welcome to the show. Let me get some sort of soundboard that has like audience reactions. I think that could be a fun gimmick. And I still can't hear you, by the way, Ronan. I don't know if you're talking. I'm like so distracted I'm not changing my Discord settings. Voice and video output device. There we go. All right, try talking.
You hear me?
Yeah. Woo. Okay. Let's
so
get.
You missed all those racial slurs I just dropped.
No, don't even joke about that.
Oh,
Okay. We got Ronan on the show. As you can see, he has no bottom half of his body.
I lost it in a.
And that's a real photo of him. I mean, well, it's a real photo of someone who looks very similar to him.
Someone who looks mysteriously similar.
Yeah. All right, Ronan, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Well, today was a crazy day in baseball, but I won't bore you with the details.
Oh,
so
wait, hang on. Let me share my screen with you. Wait, let's add Firefox to OBS. Shrink it a little. And let me share my screen with you. That way you can see what's coming on the screen in the stream.
Sure.
As it happens, instead of having to like deal with the lag.
Yeah.
Go. Now, if I were to also open an additional Firefox window that neither you nor chat can see, and let's maybe have like a soundboard on there. Let's find like an audience. I'll put it on the main thing as well. Audience soundboard. Yeah, this could be fun. Hell yeah. Okay, let me move that to my other window. Can you hear this? It's loud.
Yeah, I
yeah?
can hear it.
Awesome. Okay, so you can hear the audience reactions. Perfect. So you'll hear whenever they react to something you say. So don't say anything terrible because then they might go What the fuck? Why is there a button for that?
Is it like a Wendy Williams talk show?
I don't know. Okay. That's an annoying one. What are all these buttons? Is there a better soundboard? That was a weird soundboard. Try this one. Let's add the current subject of conversation text. So people know what we're talking about. There we go. Perfect stream. Perfect. How you doing, Ronan? Hello? Did we lose you?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. I can hear you now. Did you go away for a sec? Hello? Did you go away again just now? Oh no. Oh no. This might not be in the cards for us tonight. This is kind of loud, though.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. He's back, everyone. He's back.
Wi-Fi decided to leave.
He's back. This is great. Okay, Ronan. Have you seen Andor yet?
I have not. I've heard mixed things. I've heard it's like pretty good.
There's nothing mixed about it. It's wonderful. Nothing mixed about it. It's a great show.
Okay. All right.
It's a great show. Yeah,
That's right. Yes, Jimmy. You're right.
that's right. That's right. It's a fucking good show.
So good. So good. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. No, I have not watched it. I'm gonna be honest, like I loved Star Wars
Hmm.
for a very long time, consistently throughout my life. Like it was something that I'd keep coming back to over the years. Like I'd take a few years off and then get back into Star Wars. And then when the new movies came out, it's like, cool, I'm like Star Wars is just gonna be a good thing from here on out. And after Rise of Skywalker,
What's
like
up, Lady
I just
Emily? Lady Emily's in the stream. Wait, let me get clapping. Woo! That's a good clap. Oh my god,
Lady
that's a bit
Emily-
much.
Lady-
Wait, that's a bit much. Okay, wait, that was a lot. That was a lot more clapping than I expected. I have a soundboard open with this shit. Okay. Yeah, Lady Emily's in chat.
Okay, because I wanted you to notify me simply because I wanted to tell Lady Emily how fantastic her videos.
There you go.
I just watched the other day. I watched the demo reel video and the Cinemassacre video, and they were.
Just for context, Ronan is one of my friends, and he's a regular on my chat, and I recommended the demo reel video because we were talking about Doug Walker, as you know, as one does. And oh wow, oh you brought people over. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. Welcome everyone. This is I usually don't do this. This is like a very new format for me. I have, as you can see, I have a bit of a weird like talk show kind of gimmick kind of vibe going on right now. It's I normally just kind of play video games and vibe. But right now I got bored of playing Dead Space because it was just kind of a bunch of sci-fi corridors and monsters popping up, which, like, you know, I guess is kind of what one might expect from playing that game, but I was getting a little bit tired of it for the night, so I decided to stop, and now we have Ronan on the show, and we're just going to talk about random things. I don't actually know what we're going to talk about. I have no plan for this. There's no structure to this stream currently.
Well, we were talking about Star Wars.
Jeez, I don't know what to expect out of this soundboard, to be honest. I clicked on aw because I thought it was going to be someone going like, aw. But that was a little weird. Sorry, what were you saying, Ronan?
We were talking. Well, so far the accuracy of the soundboard has been the equivalent of like a buckshot. Like, it's you're getting somewhat close.
Yeah.
To the,
Wait, I can put. Here's the soundboard so everyone can see it. We have.
I like stop sounds.
Stop.
Does that just cancel audio?
Yeah, it cancels whatever is going right now. Apparently, I guess that's what aw was, because this doesn't always say stop sounds. Or maybe not. But let's hear what angry sounds like. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess the stop sounds button doesn't actually change. I guess that's just where it is. Kind of a weird spot for it. Andor's great. If anyone in chat hasn't seen Andor, I highly recommend it. I've been kind of... Let's go back to the subject of the conversation. We were talking about Star Wars, right, Ronan? What were you saying about Star Wars?
Well, I was just saying my experience because you asked me if I had seen Andor, and I was explaining that I hadn't for a reason because you know, I loved it as a kid, and I played like the Lego Star Wars video games as a kid.
Yeah.
That was sort of how I got into it. And I watched the movies, and then I became a film person, and you know, my taste expanded, but always kept including Star Wars.
Star Wars is a constant in my life, personally.
It was in mine too. Like,
I'm never... Yeah, like there are times when I get tired of Star Wars, especially with like the frequency of new Star Wars stuff, like how often it comes out. But Star Wars is never going to be like, people say like, oh, I'm sick of Star Wars, I'm never going to watch Star Wars anymore. Like, but I don't think I'm ever going to be that person, because I feel like I'm just always going to be keeping up with the new Star Wars stuff. Isn't that right, everyone?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's enough of that.
That's what I thought would be the same for me too. And I think that my taste in film and I think art changing. I think Rise of Skywalker being such a monumental,
perfect movie, right?
Everyone quiet. No, boo.
This is so stupid. I'm so sorry.
Like, fart of a movie, and I think it, like, COVID coming 2 months later and the world changing and my life changing, just it was like a clean break of Star Wars stop meaning something in my life.
The thing with
and then the Mandalorian happened, and I was like into that, and then I just sort of felt that it ran its course for me personally, and it's all become way too. There's too many shows now with Star Wars. I didn't watch Kenobi, which was kind of the first real big thing, Star Wars thing that I hadn't seen. And after I decided not to watch Kenobi and not to watch the Book of Fett or the Book of Boba,
the Book of Fett.
The Robert Rodriguez.
It's called the Boba Book. The Boba Book.
The Boba Book, which is like shot in like a junkyard.
Yeah, it's like it's Star Wars' answer to the Babadook.
Right. And it's like Robert Rodriguez shooting it in a junkyard in like Costa Mesa. Right. It's
the one episode, yeah. I was thinking of the episode that Robert Rodriguez directed of The Mandalorian where Boba Fett first appears.
It's like a fan film.
Yeah, it doesn't look great to me. Yeah, it always looked kind of silly to me.
It's shot in like Death Valley.
Yeah.
And everyone's wearing like cosplay costumes. Yeah, that's just as general. And
can we bring that up? Who's the Boba Fett Mandalorian scene? All scenes Boba Fett : the Mandalorian.
He gets his armor back. He gets his armor back is the right one, because that's this one where it's like it just looks like right.
Yeah, like this always kind of had fan film vibes to me. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like it's not terrible.
No, stuntmen are of course very talented, but like Robert Rodriguez is not known for his polish as a filmmaker. And
sure.
I think this sort of lends it to that same thing. So I didn't watch this, and I didn't watch Kenobi, and I think I sort of just thought, well, the pressure is now gone.
And the sad thing about this scene, this whole sequence to me, is that so much of The Mandalorian is shot on the volume, which is like, if you don't know, it's that big like LED screen, like 360 degree LED screen where they shoot most of the scenes.
It was pioneered, if not for Rogue One, not long after it. Like it was.
Oh, did they use it in Rogue One?
If it wasn't for Rogue One, it was pioneered by I believe Greg Fraser, who was the cinematographer of Rogue One. Like it was like that's when they first started developing this idea. It's mostly an ILM. Like it's an ILM pioneered device. Greg Fraser, the DP, who I believe he also shot Vice, the Adam McKay, Dick Cheney movie.
I believe your volume was actually turned down a little bit, so I just turned that up. Hopefully your voice is at a normal volume now. I don't mean to be overpowering your voice.
Incredible bit of having a talk show and not having a guest speaker.
Were the guest speakers like really quiet? How you doing, Ronan? How you doing? Just say something. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
No. I
wouldn't have been
thought
a great
you
bit.
Just,
it wouldn't have been.
I thought you were gonna just. I was gonna be silent, and then you'd respond as if I had said something.
Oh, I see. Like I muted you. Yeah, I feel like so. What I was gonna say was the sad thing about this scene to me is that so much of The Mandalorian is shot on the volume with these big LED screens that do look like they're pretty impressive. Like they do help a lot with the lighting of each scene.
However, were used on the Batman, I believe. Same DP, Greg Fraser, I believe.
Yeah,
they used
that makes sense. Makes sense because you can't really when you shoot outside. It looks different. You can tell that they're actually in sunlight. And this whole sequence, they actually shot outside, as far as I can tell.
Absolutely, 100%. I agree.
Which you'd think would mean it would look better than if they shot it on the volume. However, this scene doesn't look great to me.
No, it doesn't, because it's overexposed, and there's no depth to the lighting because they're not using any overhangs as far as I can see. So they're just sort of pointing the camera and shooting.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure these were all choices they made on purpose. It just
they made it on purpose because it was easy.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just not vibing with it. That's all.
No, neither am I. Robert Rodriguez. This is tech breakdown.
Tech breakdown.
Julian and Ronan.
Uh-huh. Yeah, obviously we know our shit. Obviously we know what we're talking about.
Well, like I was doing this, I actually watched a movie today with a former colleague from 22 West, Moises,
Mm-hmm.
and we were doing.
Who happens to be a big J.J. Abrams fan, right?
Yes,
Which is so...
Hey, I'm a big fan of a lot of like sort of like
I like
mid directors.
Of what?
Seemingly mid directors.
Sure. I don't know. I guess like, and no shade to Moises, obviously. It's just weird to me to be a fan of J.J. Abrams because I think he's made a lot of great things. I like The Force Awakens a lot, and I like a lot of the things that he's made, but I don't wait eagerly for the next J.J. Abrams project. You know what I mean?
I think it's less the actual movies and more the trajectory of his career and the constant creativity and what J.J. Abrams, like, it's not just what he directs, it's the shows that he is a part of, it's the people the collaborators who he's worked with that have gone on to have other careers, and sort of the general aura. Like, now he hasn't done anything for a bit since Rise of Skywalker, but like there was a time where he was a very known quantity for his like mystery box. Like he gave a famous TED talk where he talks about the mystery box.
Yeah. Everyone knows the whole mystery box TED talk, I think.
And now like we make fun of that, but at the time. So I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't actually hate the whole mystery box thing. I think people give it a lot of shit. I don't think his mystery box shtick is like the reason his material doesn't work when it doesn't work, you know?
No, it's just that he doesn't know how to write an ending, and Rise of Skywalker is 2 hours of endings.
I honestly, my genuine belief and like my genuine belief about the Rise of Skywalker is that if the same people had been working on it and they let them work on it for like an additional 2 years, it would have been right. A good movie.
So you and I both know like the development process of it, which was like Colin Trevorrow is hired with his writing partner to write.
We're talking about Rise of Skywalker now. Sorry.
Well, there's a lot to talk about.
There is. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I believe you sent me the original screenplay of this film.
Did I?
Either I sent it to you or you sent it to me.
I may have.
I believe you sent it to me.
Yeah,
the original.
I don't remember, but I remember, yeah, like an early draft of the Colin Trevorrow,
Derek Connolly script.
Yeah,
which was called Duel of the Fates.
Not a great title, but a better title than The Rise of Skywalker.
A good working title, like a good in-house.
A fine working title. Do you think it was a working title? You think it wasn't the final title?
When this trilogy was announced, it was like Abrams is doing the first, Rian Johnson is doing the second, then he's going to write a script or a pitch for the third, and then that is going to be Trevorrow and Derek Connolly.
Mm-hmm.
And Trevorrow is going to direct it. That was how this was all planned out to be. It was 1, 2, 3. Like, Abrams is hired because he loves Star Wars and Star Trek. Like, those Star Trek movies are very Star Wars-y. Rian Johnson is hired because he's completely different. And then Trevorrow's hired because Jurassic World was, we forget, an enormous success.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry. I will be a Jurassic World defender till the day I die. Or maybe a Jurassic World apologist, more accurately.
It's not a terrible movie by any means. It gets a lot of shit just because the rest of the trilogy just
I have enjoyed all 3 of those movies, which is probably one of my worst opinions, but I think all 3 of them are fun ass movies. I think the third one's the weakest. I will die on the hill that Fallen Kingdom is like an incredible movie. Its script is
someone should.
It's thank you. Its script. Let me change. I don't want people to think I'm talking about Rise of Skywalker when I say this. But Fallen Kingdom's script is completely bonkers. Everything that happens in the story.
It's 2 completely different movies stitched together.
How so? I'm not sure if I would think of it that if I've thought about
Well,
it that way.
I think the moment it shifts off the island to the mansion is the moment it
Okay,
becomes
yeah,
a
yeah.
completely different movie.
I like that sort of like
I agree.
the way it's split into like two halves like that. I really enjoy that about it.
I
But
like
yeah,
it when movies do that too.
Mhm.
I don't have any strong feelings toward these movies. I haven't seen
Yeah.
Dominion.
I don't have super strong feelings towards either Jurassic World 1 or 3, but Fallen Kingdom is probably my favorite Jurassic Park movie since the first one.
I want to break down these movies. Can we finish Rise of Skywalker first?
Okay. Yes.
Have, like,
Yeah,
some semblance of
absolutely.
story.
That was a
And
bit of
then
a
you can-
tangent there.
So it's going to be Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly they write a script, and in the meantime, Colin Trevorrow goes and makes a little film called The Book of Henry,
hmm
which have you seen?
I haven't seen it. I've heard a lot about it. I've watched the Folding Ideas video about it, which I highly
It's-
recommend to anyone in chat who hasn't seen it.
Yes.
Um,
I have not seen The Book of Henry either. I have no opinions about it, but the movie was received very poorly and it was compared a lot to a movie called Pay It Forward, which was similarly like tone deaf, and it's a movie about a kid doing like non-kid things, and it's very schmaltzy and very weird from a tonal like perspective. But anyway, the movie is his follow-up to Jurassic World, and it is not received.
wasn't it was like he was working on it for a while, wasn't he? Like it was kind of his baby, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. This is just what I've heard about it from someone who I talked about it with.
I don't believe he wrote it. I believe it was
Okay.
a script that was written that he agreed, like, I like this, I will direct it. I'm going to use my DP from Jurassic World. This is my follow-up. And then after this, I'm going to do Star Wars. This movie bombs and is poorly received. And in the meantime, this is 2016. So at the end of 2016, Carrie Fisher dies.
Yes.
A year prior to Last Jedi releasing. She's done all of her work on The Last Jedi. It's complete.
Yeah. Which
And
it's
she's dead.
so sad. Like
It's so incredibly sad. And then her mom, Debbie Reynolds, dies very shortly afterward.
yeah,
Because of the loss.
really, really tragic.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Absolutely.
And
Very talented actress and an even more talented writer. A
Yes.
famous one.
and not to like, like reduce all of that to this, but her death, I'm sure, like her passing did totally impact like the trajectory of the third Star Wars movie. Like
It ruined the movie. They could
Yeah.
not because what they didn't do was they didn't delay the movie.
which is kind of like a shitty way to think about someone dying. Like
I know,
but it did.
It's not. I don't think it is because it's 100% true. It's what happened.
Sure.
And obviously, Carrie Fisher means way more to everyone than simply affecting a movie. Like,
Yeah, I guess that's what I was trying to say with that.
right. And by the way, she wrote a movie that's supposedly inspired by her life called Postcards of the Edge, where Meryl Streep plays the Carrie Fisher role and Shirley MacLaine plays her mom's role. She wrote a book of the same name. She wrote a book called Wishful Drinking and The Princess Diarist. Like, she has published works that you can read, just sort of like of all her memories as someone in Hollywood and as a fascinating individual. Just wanted to mention that, just because
Good thing to
people
mention.
don't talk about that stuff enough.
Yeah.
But so at the time, I remember one morning I'm showing up to class on freshman year of college, and I look up and I read that Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly are leaving. They are no longer going to be a part of whatever the third Star Wars film is going to be called, because it wasn't announced yet.
Yeah.
And this is
And
like,
we know yet if he was fired because of the Book of Henry's poor reception, or
that's
is
what
that
everyone thought.
I think that's just special.
It turns out, from what I've read, that didn't help, but it was more that the script that I've read part of, that I don't know how much you read of, but you also have.
I think I've watched like a couple like kind of breakdowns of it. I think I read like half of it, but I don't remember it that well.
I read a lot of it as well, and it's better, but that's a separate thing.
Yeah.
It's just that they could not reconcile their idea for this movie without Carrie Fisher being alive.
Yeah.
They could not figure out the movie, and so
Well-
Colin Trevorrow just went, I'm not going to do it. I just can't figure out the movie. It was too frustrating, and he just decided to leave. And then they decide to hire J.J. Abrams, and I think that was never going to be successful because I don't think J.J. Abrams had any more ideas for Star Wars, and that dooms Rise of Skywalker forever because he just didn't have any more ideas for what this movie was. Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly are not great writers, but they had a take, and if you read their script, they have a take on what to do with the story. It's a sequel to The Last Jedi. It doesn't retcon anything. It continues all of the exact same ideas Rian Johnson had. It's completely different from Rise of Skywalker. And it's like someone deciding to do an interesting new thing with Star Wars, with new planets and new things we haven't seen
Imagine
before.
that. By the way, watch Andor. Not just you. Anyone who's watching, like, Andor rules. Sorry. Keep going.
I'm prattling along, but like, I think if we want to talk about Rise of Skywalker, I think I want to hear like what, because I like this type of context and I read a lot about it. Now that we're caught up on the context of how Rise of Skywalker came to be, this weird shambling, like they didn't delay the movie.
Yeah, they really needed to.
Now they didn't know COVID was going to happen, obviously. So I don't know how the movie would have been impacted, but they needed to have delayed the movie, and their refusal, because they basically threw away the script and started over with a truncated.
Yeah, and they grabbed JJ and his pals to fix the script. Basically.
Chris Terrio. Well, they didn't fix it. They wrote a new script.
Yeah, they wrote a new script. Is what I meant.
It's from the ground up different. It's completely different. There's no Palpatine in the original script. Kylo Ren is the main villain, like
as it should have been. It's so bizarre because it's not a sequel to The Last Jedi. Like, I don't know. I feel weird. We're just talking about Star Wars, like. Like I feel we're talking about the Rise of Skywalker in 2022. I promise the conversation just happened to go this direction.
But you and I both want to talk about it.
That's do.
Why conversations happens
it's because like suddenly I have an audience. I thought we were just gonna like just talk, just have a conversation. I was just gonna happen to be streaming it, but then like suddenly people came onto the stream, so I'm like, oh shit, we're just two dudes talking about Star Wars on the internet. Like,
well, they haven't had this for a while. Like,
it's true. No one's sought this out. This is nostalgia. This is nostalgic for you.
This has become cool. Enough time has passed where it's cool to do this. So like, it's a terrible title for one.
Obviously, when the title was announced, we all thought it was very silly.
It's like, obviously, From His Nap couldn't have been the title, even though that would have been. The meme was always funny, I felt. The meme of Force Awakens, The Last Jedi from his nap. I just thought it was funny. It's a stupid meme.
Yeah, it's fine. I have no opinion on it.
like Star Wars.
Yeah, the meme doesn't work anymore, but I don't think that's like the issue.
No, but I remember that meme and just being like, it's funny how we don't know what the name of this movie is for so long. And it's also, the problem is that like, it's a bad title, and also Star Wars titles are usually like a literal thing that like The Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that the Return of the Jedi Return. The Phantom Menace is vague, but if you watch the movie, like there's a hidden
there's a hidden threat in that movie.
Attack of the Clones. Guess what happens?
Perfect title.
Right.
Even though the clones don't really attack till the end of the movie, but it's fine. It's fine. Revenge of the Sith, good title.
Force Awakens, it's a great soft reboot title.
Last Jedi, good. The track record as far as titles go has been great.
It's been great.
Star Wars had a
Rise of
good track
Skywalker.
records with titles until, like, you could maybe argue Rogue One, a Star Wars story, kind of a boring title. A Star Wars story is a bit of a weird subtitle, but not terrible.
Right. All of those, they're doing that now with...
Same with Solo, a Star Wars story.
Solo was bad because Solo's a bad title on its own.
Yeah.
And
Han Solo maybe would have been a better title. I don't know, though.
Call it like Renegade, the Han Solo story. Like,
sure. I don't know. There are a million things they could have called it. I think that would have been a little bit better. But
sure.
And
also...
it says what it is.
They're now doing it with Glass Onion, with Knives Out, the sequel of calling it Glass Onion and Knives Out story in the promos.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's...
Yeah,
that's
I
not-
do. Glass Onion is a fine enough title on its own, but I get why they have to do that, you know?
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
For
It's
marketing
just,
purposes.
it's just weird that this is becoming
Yeah.
a thing. It's like it's like paperback novels. Like that's what they would call them. But anyway,
But the Rise of Skywalker's title isn't bad because of some other subtitle that happens to be there. It's just bad on its own. It's just a bad title.
It's deliberately misleading because it's like announced in this teaser that has Rey, and then
Yeah.
it shows the Rise of Skywalker, and you're like, oh, she's a Skywalker, literally. Like that's the reveal, and no, she isn't.
Well, she calls herself. It's a found family story. You just don't get it.
That-
It's a found family
no.
story.
Why does it have to be about family?
It could still. The thing is, it could still be about family without them being all weird about it. I don't know. The whole, what's your name? Oh, it's Rey. Oh, Rey what? Rey Skywalker, because I decided I'm a Skywalker now. Like, I don't know. Everything we're saying has been like said to death already. Like,
J.J. Abrams and Chris Terra at 4 a.m, like 5
Yeah.
hours before the shoot is to begin.
it's just
writing that scene.
Yeah, I do genuinely think the movie's main issue is that the script was rushed. Like it just feels like something that was written at 5 a.m, like right up next to the deadline, you know?
Now, to be fair, there have been some good movies that were written that were made without completed scripts and had rushed
Yeah.
scripts.
I
For
think
an example, Gladiator famously did not have a script that the director and star were happy with. They picked like 20 pages out of the script that they had read. They just liked the general idea and theme so much that they're like, we can figure this out. And they did. It was a huge success and it won Best Picture. But that's a situation no one wants to be in.
Yeah, I do think maybe if Star Wars wasn't such a huge property with so many expectations from fans and just so much baggage in general, like if that wasn't the case, wasn't the case, but everything else was the same somehow, the movie would maybe have been better. Like they would have made a better script, you know?
It was also the same year.
But also
2019 when Game of Thrones wrapped up so
I don't know.
disastrously.
was that the same year? Or were you asking me?
I will check just because I think they're in the air. There was this giant there was like disaster in the air with a lot of these things.
It was kind of an era of like movies coming out that have like a mountain of expectations put upon them.
Endgame,
You know? Yeah.
was this year.
Yeah. Like stuff like that. Big finale stuff that have these huge, generally pretty toxic fan bases. Everyone's wanting something different out of it. And
Game of Thrones.
so
ended
there's
that.
so there's a lot of pressure to make it a certain way, and I'm certain that factored into the screenwriting process in a lot of ways, you know? I mean, you can see it. You can see it. It's a lot of the movie is kind of a response to the vitriol that was in response to The Last Jedi.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
It's such a terrible reflexive decision.
Especially
It's such
since that movie did well. Like
That
it
movie
both
did well,
critically
critics
and
loved
financially.
It was nominated for so many Oscars. It was like people moaning in like shoddily clapped together video essays on YouTube should not affect a multi-billion dollar plan. That's
But it did.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but it did, which is strange.
Right, that's the mouse that roared.
Yeah.
Like but it from a filmmaking perspective, it's impressive. Like J.J. Abrams knows how to make a good-looking movie, and it feels like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like
I think parts of it do. I mean, like visually, aesthetically, yeah, it looks like a
has
Star
that
Wars movie.
magic, but what
It's
it doesn't have is what this trilogy didn't have. Just as a general problem is that with the original trilogy, they had all different directors, which I think they were trying to mimic. Like
Mhm.
George Lucas directed the original, Irvin Kershner did Empire Strikes Back.
Irvin Kershner is a
then-
fun ass name to say out loud.
Irvin Kershner,
Irvin
who,
Kershner.
who I believe Irvin Kershner, who sounds like Kermit, and then
Does he?
Richard. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Irvin Kershner
Irvin
interview.
Kershner, who was George Lucas's teacher at like USC.
I want to hear him talk.
Yes. This is good stuff.
Oop, I went next by accident. Irvin, let's hear your voice.
Deal with on a very direct level.
Bit of a Kermit voice. Yeah. Not in a bad way.
Right. No, and he was very smart, and he was also not the kind of guy who does these types of movies, which is very deliberate. Like George Lucas handled a lot of the post-production.
It's the same idea with getting Rian Johnson to make the second one.
Right, and also they had Richard Marquand to do the third one, but they had a different director in each one. But George Lucas was in control of the franchise the whole time. He was involved in every script, even if they, like Lawrence Kasdan did a lot of the writing, or the directors had a lot of ideas, sure. But it was always came back to George Lucas, which I think it became a problem when he made the prequels. But
Yeah.
like there was always, you could always go to someone and ask the question, and they are a story person and they are involved in story, and George Lucas has a question. Like so the flaws are never like it's completely disjointed because it all kind of flows from the same brain. They didn't have someone doing that for these, and that was a huge problem once they got to this one.
Yeah, I really think it all just went wrong at the third movie. Like, I think that The
Yes.
Force Awakens is a perfectly fine movie. I think it's a very watchable, good movie.
It's a lot of fun.
It's like it's a bit glossy and shiny for a Star Wars movie. And I think Rise of Skywalker kind of goes a bit too far with that aspect, if that makes sense.
Let us not forget that, like, The Force Awakens, when it came out, it played like it.
Everyone
that
loved
movie,
it. I loved it.
It's like going to see U2 in concert. Like,
Yeah.
you can have problems with the depth and problems with like it's very produced, but like this thing is supposed to be a showstopper,
Yeah.
and it was a huge hit because it
It's
played
still-
like
and
gangbusters in front of an audience.
It still holds up, in my opinion. Like, you watch it, and it's just a fun-ass movie. It flows super well. There's like there's like a kineticism to the way it's paced that just like works really great.
It's about something.
It is about something. Yeah, people complain about like similarities between it and A New Hope, but I think
deliberate.
obviously it's deliberate.
Obviously, it's very deliberate.
It's obviously deliberate, but not only that, it's like it means something thematically. Like, it's like partially it's about history repeating itself, you know?
Yeah, The Force Awakens, which The Last Jedi did to, I think, a much more potent degree, but The Force Awakens is about Star Wars.
Yeah. I think the people who argue that that's the people who are upset about it being similar to A New Hope, I think they know it's deliberate, but I think their argument would be that it's intentionally like making you think of A New Hope, like in a cynical way to tickle your nostalgia bone or whatever.
I don't think so. I think
I don't think so either. I think maybe a
even
tiny
if
bit.
it did, it worked. You can't argue against it.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't say that like it didn't anyway. And then The Last Jedi, which I think you're getting to, like, is on a whole different level.
Yeah, obviously. And it also just plays off of The Force Awakens really well. Like, I don't think it's like, yeah, I don't think that The Last Jedi is like the rebuttal to Abrams' Star Wars that some people make it out to be.
Absolutely not. No, it's like a couple jokes. It's not a
Yeah.
rebuttal. They
Uh-uh.
didn't give him any answers to those questions. Abrams didn't have answers to those questions. There
Yeah.
was they told him do whatever you want, and he did.
And I also don't
And
think that's a problem, you know?
No, it's not a problem.
They set him up and he kept going with it, and that's great.
That's what you do with sequels, right?
Yeah.
And then for some reason Abrams said, "Cool, now I'm gonna make a sequel to The Force Awakens again." Which,
Yep. Except he didn't even really do that. Like, he did. Like, it's more of a
He did.
sequel. It's more of a sequel to The Force Awakens than it is to The Last Jedi.
Yes,
But
absolutely. It
if you-
continues all of the things that he started with The Force Awakens and ignoring any of the complexities they kind of developed. In the
But
middle.
even The Force Awakens, you never would have thought that Palpatine was her granddad. That's not
No, they
something
pulled
that.
out of their ass.
Yeah.
They pulled that out of their ass because they needed an idea and they didn't have a take, and that was their take.
Or Rey being all the Jedi. Like, that whole thing that it's going for in the end, it really never felt like it was ever leading up to that, even in The Force Awakens.
Nostalgia thing. It's a nostalgia thing. Oh, the Force Dyad. You were
The Force Dyad as well.
You didn't predict whatever the hell that is.
Obviously, I predicted the Force Dyad. Okay, everyone
spent
saw that coming.
Countless hours in like knowing like every stupid piece of Star Wars lore, like all of the non-canon children Han and Leia have, Chewbacca dying. I know all this crap, and like what the Force Dyad is like. What is that? Like that's
What's up,
something
Elise? I got bored of Dead Space, so now we're doing this talk show thing that like I like set this up on the fly like a couple streams ago, because a similar situation happened where I was just kind of bored and we stopped playing Halo that one stream. And then I decided to call Ronan up, and we just started talking about shit. And then as we were talking, I like slowly developed this format that you see right now. And then I developed it a little bit more off stream, and then we decided to do the same thing again this stream, kind of impromptu talk show kind of thing. I'm glad you like it. And then Lady Emily, who is a YouTuber who I really like a YouTuber mutual, I guess, apparently brought over some people from her stream that she was doing. It wasn't a raid because it was from a YouTube stream. And so a bunch of people just came over to this like impromptu talk show of just two dudes talking about Star Wars, which is like probably the most boring content you can produce on the internet.
I think we can then move on to the second most boring, which is talking about the Jurassic World trilogy.
Yeah.
You would like to? Because I know you want to.
I do, yeah, a little bit. I don't really have that much to say about it because, come on, who has a lot to say about the Jurassic World
Colin
trilogy?
Trevorrow. He wrote 3 screenplays.
He did. The thing, go on.
It's just that I think Rise of Skywalker was it's a terrible ending to this quote unquote Skywalker saga.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a terrible ending because
it shouldn't have been. That shouldn't have been the goal.
At some point, they decided to tack on this burden of being a 9-movie wrap up, which they didn't intend this to be.
Awful idea all around.
Terrible idea. Because the beautiful thing about these 3 trilogies is that they are completely different.
Yeah, each trilogy is its own trilogy. It's its own story. The original trilogy has an ending. The prequel trilogy, you know where it's gonna go, and so
I honestly think it's to the benefit in hindsight that the prequels are basically aesthetically, stylistically, and thematically completely
different.
It's to the benefit.
Yeah, with the only similarity being that they're like political parables. Kind of. But the prequel trilogy goes way farther than that than the original trilogy did, you know?
Because George Lucas doesn't have anyone checking on him or preventing him from... So it's just him like monologuing into it's him just like spewing out these unformed, strange thoughts, and then just
about the Bush administration and the war on terror. It's wonderful.
It's him reacting to like the post 9/11 world, which didn't start yet really, but like that's what Revenge of the Sith is about, and like to a degree Attack of the Clones, but like
Attack of the Clones is for sure.
For sure, but it's also the time frame strange because I think he would have had to start writing it before 9/11.
Well, it's not.
just, like,
Yeah, it's not specifically about. I think like the reaction to the war on terror. It's about the politics of the time, though, for sure.
And politics of like Vietnam era when he was growing up. Like it's
Yeah.
about all that stuff. And
The thing is, a lot of the political messaging of these movies is timeless. So you watch these movies after 9/11 and you're like, oh shit, this is about 9/11, you know? When
right,
some
but
of
it
it
also rhymes. Like I know that's the it's like poetry. It rhymes is a stupid joke in a meme because he said that once in.
It shouldn't be though. Because goddamn it is poetry, and goddamn it does rhyme.
It's also exactly what themes are in movies. Is that they do rhyme. They like it's funny just because.
Fuck all the people who made fun of that quote.
It's worthy of making fun of because he's talking about like innocuous.
It's bullshit. It's a little bit of a silly quote, and it is a very easy thing to meme on. But he's right.
No. Yes, he's right. He was wrong about a lot of things, and so the prequels are basically the unfiltered like vision of one dude and everyone he employs, just kind of like compressing it and this very strange amalgamation of pure thought and like endless pre and post production because those movies they had 3 years in between each movie, as opposed to these. Which is the same for the original trilogy.
Yeah.
The original trilogy, 3 years in between each movie, and they did the exact same for the prequel trilogy. 3 years, so 77, 80, and then 83, and then it was 99.
And even then, they weren't sticking
2005.
Even then, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but they weren't sticking to like a very strict schedule, right? Where like we have to have the next Star Wars movie out this specific day, this specific year, right?
No, they did not announce a trilogy beforehand.
Right.
They did not have. That's just the way it worked out because 3 years was enough time. They're like 2 years.
Yeah,
get a Star Wars
for the
movie
Disney trilogy, they're like, we need to have these movies out these specific days, these specific years.
And in between, we're gonna have other ones as well. Which is Red Letter Media's talked about this, but the idea is that Star Wars was once very special, and like the thing is that George Lucas, for better or for worse, when he was done with Revenge of the Sith, he's like, cool, I'm done forever. Like, I might do something eventually, but I'm mostly just done. And that creates this, like...
Elise says, can you guys talk about Ronan? This Ronan character is very interesting to me, Elise says.
No, that's my private life.
We're saving that conversation for another stream.
That's called a private phone call between me and Julian that will happen at some point. That's not right. Listen, Star Wars. Listen, you're more excited about current Star Wars projects than I am.
Well, I am now after Andor came out. To be honest, I wasn't all that excited before pre-Andor. You can divide my life up into 2 segments: pre-Andor and post-Andor. We're now in the post-Andor. Yeah, we're in the post-Andor era of my life currently.
Not the post-Pandora era. That will happen this Christmas.
There's no there is no post-Pandora era. I'm sorry. I'm one of those schmucks who doesn't care about Avatar.
So you're all of the human race until Avatar 2 comes out? Cool.
Probably,
cool.
Yeah. Probably, most likely.
And Avatar 2 comes out and everyone will nominate.
Everyone's gonna lose. Everyone thinks that no one's gonna care about Avatar 2, then it's gonna come out and everyone's gonna lose their shit. It's gonna make $1 billion. It's gonna make $5 billion.
Here's the thing about James Cameron. I've spent a long time obsessing about this man. He makes.
I know you have.
Every single time he makes a movie.
All the Ronin heads out there that know that Ronin is a very big James Cameron guy.
Okay. Oh, are we gonna have On Cinema and it's Julian head? It's like.
Is that an On Cinema thing? I don't know On Cinema.
Yeah, I don't watch it, but I've known of it. Anyway, like. So every time James Cameron makes a movie, everyone doubts him. Like when he made Terminator 2 is the most expensive movie ever made. Everyone's like, why is he making the Terminator good guy? This will never work. Becomes the biggest movie of the year, wins like 3 Oscars.
Yeah.
Then he makes the next most expensive movie ever made, which is called True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And everyone says this isn't going to work. It's so expensive. Why is he doing this? It's a huge hit. It's an enormous hit. And Jamie Lee Curtis wins a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Comedy. Then he's like, I'm going to make this the most expensive movie ever made again. It's going to be about the Titanic. Everyone's like, we know how that story ends. No one's gonna see this like $200 million love story, and then it becomes literally the biggest movie in the history of movies. It's the most successful thing ever in movies.
Yeah.
And then he takes 12 years off, makes this stupid movie about blue people. Trailer drops. Everyone's like, this is the dumbest thing ever. No one understands why. And then that becomes the biggest movie. This has happened like 3 or 4 times over the past 20, 30 years. And everyone still bets against him every time. And I don't know why.
It's because it's Avatar. No, I genuinely think a big part of I think a big part of it is that it's a big CGI movie. And like I know it like was groundbreaking at the time, but I think a lot of people are like kind of they look back at it as like, oh, that was the movie that started all the big CGI movies, and I'm kind of sick of all the big CGI. I might be way off the mark there because now that I think about it, the big CGI movies do make hella money. But
I think it was just because it's like the blue people look stupid and weird, and like what is he doing, and why is he taking like 3 years to shoot?
I also do think like people don't think about Avatar very often. It's just not a movie that enters people's minds very often.
But here's the thing: you put Avatar in front of everyone, it plays like I just rewatched it in 3D. I hadn't seen I've only seen it twice. I didn't see it when it came out. I didn't see it for like 10 years until after it came out. It took me a long time to watch Avatar. I thought this is really good. I didn't have a ton of opinions on it. I just thought this is really good. It's like probably my least favorite James Cameron movie. Then I just saw it in 3D for the first time in 3D IMAX, and I'm like, this movie, I could totally it just plays. It's just it has this incredible effectiveness to its storytelling. He's such an effective economic storyteller, and the visuals are so dazzling but are never overwhelming. It's hard to explain its appeal. It just works like all of his other projects. And I think
I'll take your word for it because I don't feel like rewatching it.
You don't have to. It's extremely long, and there are plenty of other things to watch.
Yeah.
It plays best in the theater in 3D, which is a strange thing to say because I didn't think that would be true.
Yeah. Is the next one going to be in 3D? Do you think the next Avatar is going to bring another 3D renaissance to theaters?
No.
No? Okay.
No, because I think theaters are on... No.
Yeah, I think... Because people stopped caring about 3D a long time ago.
He does it incredibly well. He
does.
He uses it very effectively.
I mean, to this day, Avatar is probably still the best 3D that we've ever seen in theaters. Like,
I think he's...
It's not a high bar.
I don't think so. Because I think people who would be people of the right age to be inspired by movies think James Cameron is like a boomer loser crank. And they're wrong, but... That's what they think of him as. They think of him as like... They think he's like Robert Zemeckis, which is not true. Because Robert Zemeckis is like...
Well, have you seen Pinocchio, though? Like, that guy knows what he's doing these days.
Listen, I've seen most of Robert Zemeckis' movies. I'm a big defender of most of his work. I have no idea what happened to him. I don't know.
Yeah, Pinocchio is wild. Like,
I saw like a 2-minute clip, and I'm like, this. I don't understand how this is.
I don't know how Pinocchio came to exist in the way that it did, because it is like you look at any Disney live action remake, and like they're they're pretty bad, but like they're mostly kind of inoffensive. Like you watch them, and you're like, it's a movie, Yeah, sure, that existed, and I watched it, but Pinocchio is on another level. Pinocchio.
Right, you watch The Lion King, and you're like, so it's the first one, only worse. Okay.
Yeah, you watch The Lion King, you're like, okay, I get what this movie's shtick is. I get what they're doing with this movie. I don't really want it, but it's there, and it's kind of functional, mostly.
I think Zemeckis had a take with Pinocchio. What that take didn't work.
I don't know what the take is.
He must have been something.
I don't know.
I refuse. I don't know what happened to him.
I don't understand why it is the way that it is. Nothing.
I think he's out of touch.
It's a movie that completely defies everything, all the conventional wisdom about movie making to me.
I think he's just completely lost touch with like modern cinematic storytelling.
I guess.
And what works. He's just gotten to the point where it
easily by far the worst Tom Hanks performance I've ever seen.
Have you seen Elvis? Not because I think it's a bad performance, but because...
No, I haven't seen Elvis.
people hate that performance. They're wrong, but they hate it. Anyway,
I didn't even know
I
Tom
don't
Hanks
really
was in
want
Elvis.
Yeah, he plays Colonel Tom Parker. He plays his manager. He
Okay.
narrated the movie's told from his perspective, not from Elvis's.
Okay. Yeah, but the thing about Tom Hanks as Geppetto in Pinocchio is that it's actually embarrassing to watch. Like, I feel bad for him. I feel like if anyone watched it in front of him, like, if I were him, I would leave the room. I would walk away in shame.
And that's the thing about sometimes you don't need. That's what happens when you trust.
Yeah.
He just
and
put a lot of trust into Robert Zemeckis' hands, and Robert
I guess
Zemeckis.
it's possible that he just phoned it in, though. I don't know. It does feel a little phoned in. Like, maybe he knew it was bad and he just didn't put effort into it. But that also feels mean to be like, oh, you didn't put effort into it. Maybe he did. Maybe he did
He's
put
one
effort
of the
into
best
it.
living actors. I think we should at least give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
that he
I do want to give actors the benefit of the doubt generally. I hate when people are like, oh, this is bad acting. Look at that bad acting. When it's like, well, hang on. Yes, the actor did that, but the editor left it in. The director let them do it and let them keep going afterwards. Like, or possibly
I don't blame
even
Hayden Christensen for his lapses in like I don't.
I
Think
love Hayden Christensen in
Okay.
the prequels. I think it works.
Okay, I need to ask you a question.
Sure.
And the question is, do you think it's a genuinely like intentionally great, or do you just think it works? Because I don't think that performance.
What's
is
the
what
difference?
Anyone wanted. No, I don't think Hayden Christensen was intending to do what he did. I think he was.
I think there's enough of both. I think there's enough of intentional good in that performance and in the way he was directed. And I think there's enough of things that went just a little bit wrong that ended up working out for me anyways.
I think Hayden Christensen is very good in Revenge of the Sith, and I think he's very bad in Attack of the Clones. And I think
Here's
they
the thing.
wanted him to give a traditional, like mostly traditional leading man performance in Attack of the Clones. He is not able to give that, and then they calibrated the next one to suit his talents better. He is not good in Attack of the Clones. I won't give you that. You can argue it, you can like it, but like, and his hair is also stupendously terrible.
His hair is amazing.
And his hair in the third one is so good. His hair in Revenge of the Sith is so phenomenal, and it's so bad with the stupid rat tail.
Look, I'm going to push back on this a little. I think he's good in Attack of the Clones. I think it works. I think now whether or not all of it is intentional, I don't think a lot of it is intentional. What works for me? What works for me now? I think we'll go into the unintentional stuff first, because I think when he is, when there's like a romance between him and Natalie Portman, like, I think it's supposed to.
You don't think they have good chemistry?
I think
in this movie, in the
look,
scene where
I'm not
like,
gonna lie. I do think they have chemistry, but I don't think it's for the reasons it's supposed to be. If that makes sense.
They have tension. That's different, and that I think again, is not. Okay. Spoiler. Do you just think you like it because it's an incel performance?
Yes. I was gonna get to that. So I think the romance works because yes, it's an incel performance. He's fucking weird and creepy, and it works for me. And here's the thing: Natalie Portman's character can't see it because it's one of those like I can fix him kind of relationships, you know? Like the thing is, they're both hot. They're both like obviously into each other, and it's like when you have two people who are attractive in a room together like there's a good chance that they're gonna start wanting to be together in that way, you know? And I think every red flag he shows in the movie, I feel like it very clearly you can see Natalie Portman reacting to it, but you can also see her ignoring them. Maybe I'm reading too far into her performance, but it feels I can feel that when I watch Attack of the Clones.
So much of my goddamn life talking about these movies, and yet I still feel I have more to say, and that is honestly impressive. Which, you know, I give it up for Attack of the Clones, which is also like 2.5 hours, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's a long movie.
Long. Okay,
but
I don't like the incel thing because I don't know. I don't think he intended for it. I think he intended there to be darkness. I don't think he intended the incel stuff. Because I just think George Lucas is not capable of writing that stuff.
Maybe not.
All of the romance stuff in the original trilogy is mostly like rewrites from his friends, like rewrites from like Willard Hayek and Gloria Katz, and then the sequels it's Lawrence Kasdan, who's much better at writing that type of dialogue, and like Irvin Kershner being a really good director of actors.
Yeah.
I don't think George Lucas knows how to write that dialogue. That's okay.
Sure.
Not
Sure.
everyone can.
My
But
point
I
is,
think- I don't
that's
think it's intentional, and I also don't think it's particularly interesting as other people find it.
I find it interesting. Now, I agree that I don't think most of that in that aspect of his performance I don't think was fully intentional. However, I do think that he works as Obi-Wan's Padawan. I think that dynamic works really well intentionally.
So from a okay, I want to break. If we're going to talk about Attack of the Clones and we're going to talk about the performances of the prequels, I just think that like Hayden Christensen's performance would work better if it was more in line with what like Ewan McGregor is so clearly the star of these movies, and he's giving the best performance in all three. I think.
I think Ian McDiarmid is pretty up there as far as performances in the prequels.
Ian McDiarmid's always just doing his thing in these movies.
Yeah, and we don't talk enough about Yaddle's performance. I think Yaddle turns in
I can't get sucked into any Yaddle discussion. It's never interested me. It's a funny, stupid. Listen.
Well, it's not a discussion. It's just a bit.
It's a stupid bit. Yaddle's a stupid name. It's funny.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's funny that E.T. like the E.T. aliens are in these movies and like the Senate meetings. Like it's just stupid. Like why?
No, it's great. It's great. You need that.
No,
you need that.
It's great, but like I wish they put as much effort into like polishing the script during the shoot. But Jonathan Hales,
obviously I disagree because I love the prequels, but yeah, we can.
Listen. I love them in a way that like they're part of me, and I'm very affectionate towards them, but I'm not that dude on Reddit who has horseshoed his way into believing.
I promise you, I'm not any dude on Reddit.
No, I don't know. No, I'm not saying you're that guy. I don't know. But there are people who, like, once Rise of Skywalker came out and after Last Jedi, they're like, George Lucas was a complete genius, and those prequels are genius, and they're Shakespeare. And it's like, no, that's not it, Chief. It's more complicated than that. It's not that they're great. It's that they're interesting. And that they're unique, but that doesn't mean that we're in the midst of greatness in all these movies. They have
I think they're great because they're interesting.
Well, I guess the word of great I'm trying to use is people are like fine-tuned machine. Everything's intended the way it is. No, that's obviously not the case with these. I think they don't work the way they're intended. I think that they.
I mean, a lot of this is kind of semantics, like.
Yes.
It's not Shakespeare. There are obvious flaws with the script. I find the flaws charming, and it's a bit of a matter of opinion.
Charming. I just also find some of them very frustrating. Like Attack of the Clones. I love this mystery story of like, I love this idea that George Lucas really got right, which is. Years ago, a Jedi who's dead put in this order for these clones. It's such a great like mystery.
And the idea of Obi-Wan following these breadcrumbs.
I gotta find a planet that's been erased from the maps. I'm gonna go to this extremely cool like rain planet with these weird like very sterile, calming alien like designs, beautiful like conceptual sets. And the whole idea of the clones, which is like basically this, I don't know if it's like a false like this like we're preparing for war. It's such a great plot, and just I get what the romance is trying to lead to.
I will agree with you that with the ingredients of the prequels, I can envision an incredible trilogy that is much better than the one we got. You know what I mean?
But I am not that guy who's like, I can fix these movies. I'm never going to be that guy. That's not.
No, I'm not saying you are.
Of course. It's just that like those scenes with Padme and Anakin on Naboo are just, from a writing perspective, are just like it's like. No, there are some great lines. There's some great moments, but it's like John Williams is scoring it like it's Dr. Zhivago, and Hayden Christensen like can't get through a line reading, and it's
I do think I think John Williams' score does
beautiful.
Which is to be clear, beautiful. It does indicate that a lot of what I get out of that performance and those scenes is not intended.
I think George Lucas is like, this is Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah.
John Williams is like, I agree, it's Dr. Zhivago. And you watch it and you're like, this is Joker. What are you talking?
Yeah.
You're watching like Taxi Driver. I don't understand.
But also, there is something to the music mirroring Anakin's emotions and not what the audience is feeling, you know?
Right. That's interesting, but I think that's also like people trying to make a lot of stuff out of nothing.
Sure. I mean,
I think people are trying to resurrect this idea of what they want the movie to be more than what the movie's intending, which they can do. That's what art is. But like, I'm judging it based on like what I think George Lucas intended. I think he intended something that people didn't find particularly successful.
Okay.
Also, the Yoda fight isn't particularly.
No, I will never defend the Yoda fight. It's not great. It's funny to look at, but it doesn't work.
It's funny to look at. It's just like, it's conceptually ridiculous. Yeah. That whole scene is very bad.
The same thing. See, even the Yoda Palpatine fight. Like, okay, they're lifting heavy things. Okay, whatever. Like
that one ends with like Yoda crawling through like
that is a good shot. I do like that shot.
It's very well done. It's also just weird to see him like in like a 5mm lens, like a fisheye close-up.
It is weird. But it's a way that we've never seen Yoda before, which like I have to give it credit for.
No, Revenge of the Sith is much better than Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
but like,
Revenge of the Sith, I think a lot more that was intended to work does work in that movie than any other prequel.
Yes, I think because they were
not a hot take.
They figured not a hot take. I also think that Attack of the Clones is probably better than the Phantom Menace because the Phantom Menace. I don't know what like. The Phantom Menace is not structured like any movie that's ever existed. Attack of the Clones is basically two parallel storylines.
I like Attack of the Clones a lot. Like, I think it's a fun-ass movie. Like, you can...
I like it too.
I think there's a lot you can shit on, and I personally wouldn't, because I think all those things are either charming or make the movie more interesting. But I think that a lot more works about it than people act like.
I think people have come around to being able to embrace everything these movies do well and acknowledge everything these movies do poorly. The Phantom Menace just is such a terrible, like, it's a beautiful work of conceptual design.
Yeah.
It's so alien in a really interesting way to what we thought Star Wars looked like and felt
I remember
like.
Roger Ebert got a lot out of it when it came out.
Yes, Ebert had very interesting takes on all the Ebert's opinions of Star Wars. He had very like thoughtful opinions of all of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he also, like many at the time, were like, whatever Hayden Christensen's doing, it's not really working here. It's not working in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
But with the Phantom Menace, it's structured like it's such a weird place to start this trilogy.
It is.
Everyone's acknowledged it starts too soon.
Yeah, it's very strange and a little bit boring at times. I find the Phantom Menace a tiny bit boring.
It's very static.
In parts of it. It is very static.
It's very static vision. Design wise, it's beautiful, but Lucas doesn't know how to move a camera.
I think you do need to give it credit just for kind of starting the whole vibe of the prequels, like establishing this weird kind of uncanny, kind of almost like sterile, like the way the rooms are.
Every scene begins with a computerized digital zoom on people sitting in chairs. Every scene in that movie, people are sitting in chairs. There's a computerized zoom added in post,
which is a style. Like, I think it's an interesting style.
Yeah, well,
personally,
Lucas started as an editor, so he doesn't think in terms of, he thinks in terms of cutting, not in terms of moving the camera around the way that someone like Scorsese or Spielberg does. Mm-hmm. So that's why these movies don't have like, the camera doesn't move in the non-digital scenes very much, because that's not how he structures scenes in editing and finds energy in editing.
Yeah,
he didn't edit these movies, but he had Ben Burtt edit them, which is weird because he's like a sound dude. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's something I figured out last time I went through these. It's like, oh, he's an editor. That's why these movies feel static, because he's creating all of the energy in post.
Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty clear.
He hates shooting, which I understand, having
Yeah.
done it last year and hated it myself. He hates
It's not fun.
shooting movies. He hates it. He hates principal photography. Many directors
He's an ideas
do.
guy.
It's not. He's a post guy too.
Yeah.
He loves like the movie coming together in post and seeing John Williams like put everything together and everyone creating the visual effects and all of his ideas coming to fruition. He just hates talking to actors, which like relatable. I think it's admirable he shoved his way through these 3 enormous movies, hating like to direct, giving actors direction. Just it's like pulling teeth from his mouth, having to give these dudes. Anyway, we've talked a lot about the prequels.
Yeah.
We have some time left, I'm sure. Is there
Yeah.
something else you want to talk about that isn't Star Wars? Just because. If you have thoughts you want to talk about Attack of the Clones, you can say them. I don't.
I'm trying to think if there was something I wanted to say that I forgot. Yeah, prequels are fun. Leave it at that. Everything we've said enough about them, probably.
They're all too long.
Yeah, I think
They're all long.
I think the Phantom Menace especially drags.
And I think that's the shortest of the 3.
Yeah, which is weird, but
it just drags.
It does.
No momentum.
Yeah.
You don't know what the goal is. Why? Like what? Save the.
There's a lot of just kind of things happening in that movie.
A lot of people just standing around in it. It's just it's.
Yeah.
Man, the
but it's also very
just
daring and interesting. Like, just like the idea of it, like the content of the movie of the story is like.
Lest we forget, these movies, especially the Phantom Menace, is extraordinarily racist.
Oh yeah, yes. Thank you for bringing that up.
Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, almost not at all, but like
the Phantom Menace, the Trade Federation.
Is extraordinarily
very weird racist
why do they all talk,
caricatures.
They all talk like
what's his name? The flying guy.
Oh, gee, why can't? Oh, it's
Watto. Is it Watto?
Of course, it's Watto.
Watto feels a little racist. Just gonna throw that out there.
It's anti-Semitic. The Trade Federation is very much like a Chinese or Japanese like company.
There's
which is dialed down in the other ones.
Very much.
There's the Jar Jar, which I don't know if Jar Jar is like a black stereotype, but definitely it's like
there's something there. There's something
it's not
there.
as bad as like Transformers.
It's not as bad.
2,
and it's not as bad as the other stuff in that movie either. But
no, it's just like
for sure
the Watto stuff where he's like flies are around him and he's wearing like a stupid little hat
and his design.
He has a giant nose. Yeah, it's bad.
It's a little it's not great. Could be worse, I guess, but
it could be. Yeah, it could be like Song of the South.
I
don't think George Lucas intended any of these things. I
don't think he did either.
He's tone deaf.
I think he was tone deaf. I think he probably also grew up watching a lot of these caricatures and didn't realize it, and was basing it more on that than he was the things that those caricatures were based off of.
Watto is not him making fun of Jewish people. It's him seeing like pawn dealers.
Yeah, it's him recreating an archetype from his childhood, I think.
Which is creative until you realize that sometimes the archetypes are tied to these very toxic ideas. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I agree. That's excellent
my take.
Point.
Yeah.
It's a great take.
Because that's what he does. He recreates things that he loves,
Yes. The opening scroll is from Flash Gordon's. Yes. This is all. It's all very much in the, and then that's the problem is that they didn't carry that over with the sequel trilogy because they were only inspired by J.J. Abrams' idea, like these very Last Jedi aside.
Well, the thing that's interesting to me about most of Disney Star Wars is that the things that they're recreating is just Star Wars. Like Star Wars.
I disagree with Mandalorian, but yes.
Even the Mandalorian, like. yes, The Mandalorian is a Western, but Star Wars is a Western. It's like, whoa, what if
Mandalorian is inspired by Lone Wolf and Cub and like Zatuigi
Yeah.
the Blind Swordsman and like Have Gun Will Travel. It's inspired the Rifleman, like it's inspired. The Mandalorian, I think, is the best.
It has a lot of
outside of
very
this-
clear inspirations of things that aren't Star Wars, I guess. And
Yes,
I
and I
agree
think
I
that's-
agree with that, which is
it
not
resonated
typical
with
for
me.
which is not
thing
typical
I-
for Disney Star Wars.
Yes. The thing I loved about Mandalorian was it's Jon Favreau deciding, what if Star Wars was a 1960s like CBS Western? Also, we're inspired by like pure samurai stuff. That's great. And then it
Which-
eventually wrapped its way around into being Dave Filoni doing fan service again, which like okay,
Yeah.
yes.
And like I got to be honest, I had never loved The Mandalorian even at its most unique. Mandalorian not super my thing. It's just mostly just the quality of it. I don't think it's like the most well written or the most well directed piece of Star Wars material out there.
I liked how much it reminded me of like small scale westerns and samurai movies, and
Yeah.
it didn't remind me of just pure stupid Star Wars stuff. Like
Yeah, I admire that about that. But there's
Like,
still that degree of like, yeah, Star Wars is a Western. Like, I don't know. It didn't feel the most novel to me when I watched it. But
yeah, and I think every time I see like when I saw the trailers for Kenobi, I'm like, this doesn't feel. I think I felt the way you felt, which is like I don't
Yeah.
see anything.
and
there.
I liked.
It's me.
Did you watch Kenobi?
I didn't because it just didn't.
I liked Kenobi. It's definitely the most, in terms of all aspects of its filmmaking, it's the most generic that Star Wars has ever been.
Which is like I don't want that will kill me.
Yeah.
I don't want to crush.
But I liked it. I think Ewan's performance is compelling enough to carry it the whole way. And there are some nuggets of pretty great things in there. But it's definitely a missed opportunity, and that was a little disappointing for me. I think its budget was like slashed way too much. It needed a much higher budget.
It was in production. It had a lot of production.
It did.
difficult.
Yeah, it also should have
threw
been a
away all the
movie.
scripts.
I
They
know
had
it.
to rewrite the
Yeah,
show.
I know it was intended to be a movie at one point, and then I think the Solo being a commercial flop, like at least compared to other Star Wars projects, made them reconsider it being a movie, and they decided to turn it into a Disney Plus show, which I think was the wrong move. Like, absolutely the wrong move.
Yes, I agree.
And you haven't seen it. You don't know what you're talking about.
No. But
No, I know what
think
you mean.
most
I know what you
shows
mean.
could be movies.
Yeah. And it definitely at a time when I was
Ice
already
Cube Jr.'s in it. That's funny.
what?
Ice Cube Jr.'s in it.
Who?
Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is in it.
Okay. Anyways,
I just find it funny.
Yeah.
I just like that Ice Cube has a son.
and that he's in the
Who
movie.
also, he played his dad in Straight Outta Compton.
Cool. Anyways, what I was saying was that at a time it came out at a time when I was already very sick of the Disney Plus original format, which is 6 episodes and they all make up a 6-hour movie, or not even, like a 5-hour movie maybe. And that just, I was already starting to get pretty sick of that. We had a bunch of Marvel Disney Plus shows that use that exact format. And then we have the Obi-Wan show, which was coming out at the same time that Miss Marvel was coming out. And like literally the same day they would air. And it was weird. I always had to watch Obi-Wan first, because Obi-Wan, you get that out of the way, and then you go to Miss Marvel, which is a lot more interesting from a filmmaking perspective and just a lot more charming in general. But it still follows that same format of like, it's a long movie that's kind of just split up at arbitrary points so that they can make it a TV show. And it just, there's a lot of fluff in Obi-Wan that is just not interesting at all.
Yes, that's the problem when you take an idea that was fit for a movie
Yeah.
and turn it into a show.
There
is that
is, and
fill it with new things that are unnecessary.
And it does have they one thing they did to pad out the runtime. And padding out the runtime is maybe a bit of a mean way to put it, because I do think this character works to an extent. Is this show has an original character called Riva, I believe it's pronounced Riva or Rava. I think Riva. And she's like this. She's an inquisitor who is someone who hunts down Jedi. And
I know the Inquisitor from the video game.
Okay.
Fallen Order.
Yeah, I think the Inquisitors originally, I mean, they probably originated in some like Legends material that's not canon anymore. But in the Disney canon,
100,000
yeah, in the Disney canon, the Inquisitors, I believe, were introduced in Star Wars Rebels, which I haven't watched. But Obi-Wan Kenobi is the first live-action Star Wars material that has Inquisitors, and so Riva is like one of the Inquisitors. She's not like the top one. She's not like the High Inquisitor or whatever he's called, but she's one of them. And then, do you care about spoilers for Obi-Wan?
You can tell me all the spoilers.
Okay,
I may or may not watch it, and I doubt it would affect my...
Yeah, okay. So spoilers for Obi-Wan if you haven't seen it. The character arc for Riva is kind of framed as a twist. Like, what her whole deal with her character is framed as a twist in like the penultimate episode of the show, where it turns out, oh, she's not, well, she is evil, but she's not hunting Obi-Wan Kenobi because she's an Inquisitor who wants to hunt Jedi. She's hunting Obi-Wan Kenobi because she thinks that bringing Obi-Wan Kenobi to Vader will allow her to get closer to Vader so that she can kill Vader, because Vader killed her friends during Order 66. She was one of the younglings and she escaped.
Oh God, I'm not a fan of that. I'm sorry.
I think it could have worked if they just let us know that right off the bat, because I think that could have been an interesting character. This youngling who is so torn up by her past that instead of going into hiding like all the other Jedi, decides to join the evil guys in order to get close with them, and lets this like revenge and this darkness consume her heart so that she can. Yeah,
I agree. But
that's cool.
It also the tension doesn't work if you don't understand the tension.
It doesn't work at all, because the entire show you think, oh, she's only hunting Obi-Wan Kenobi because she thinks that getting Obi-Wan Kenobi is a good way to advance her career as an Inquisitor.
Right, which is we've seen that many times.
Yeah. And Andor does that a lot, and it works a lot better because I think Andor is a lot more honest about its portrayal of how people working for fascists are. Whereas Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's just, oh, she's just a bad guy. She's just a bad guy, and she wants to become a more powerful bad guy than the other bad guys, which is like really boring until you find out it's, oh, actually she's not good, but like hates Vader just like Obi-Wan does. So there's that. And maybe like also I don't think it just doesn't work. I don't have that much more to say about her character. It almost works, and that's the most frustrating part of Obi-Wan for me, is that they almost succeed in padding out the runtime by introducing a new character and a new character arc, but they kind of botch it just by framing her development as like a twist and revealing her backstory at the very end.
Yes, deciding right. Suspense is more interesting to me than shock.
Like, give me that tension of this character, of both of these characters who want almost the same thing. They both want Vader to fail in one way or another.
Right.
Obviously, she wants to kill Vader. Obi-Wan doesn't really want to kill Anakin, but they both are on the side of not Vader. However,
big anti-Vaders, yes.
Yeah, but she is hunting Obi-Wan, and that's an interesting tension. But the show doesn't let you have that tension. It withholds that from you until the end of the show, which is a bad move. And then there's other stuff in the show that I do think works. I think anytime Obi-Wan meets with Vader, I think it works all right. It works pretty good. There was a moment in the 4th episode where, for the first time, or maybe it's the 3rd episode, for the first time, Obi-Wan and Vader meet. And it's not exactly a rematch so much as it is Obi-Wan, the entire episode, is trying to avoid Vader and is just trying to get out of that fight. And it ends with, like, And they just like they have some lines that they shout at each other that's like not the most meaningful, but meaningful if you really care about these characters. Like, and that's the thing. Oh, thanks, Ronan.
Dude,
I think the aspects that work the most about Obi-Wan Kenobi work if you care a lot about the prequel versions of these characters, which I do. So I was enjoying those moments a lot, but I think that those moments are also not really that profound. So if you don't happen to care about, you know, Hayden Christensen's Anakin and Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan, no matter how
I care about them. I
Sure.
care about them. I just also have more
it
complicated
does
feelings than a lot of people.
it does probably the bare minimum with that dynamic. Like it does what you would expect it to do with them, and they have the two characters in the show have the conversations that you would expect them to have with each other, and pretty much nothing more than that. You know?
Okay. That's not very interesting.
No, it's not very interesting. However, it is, to a degree, for me at least, it is satisfying to see it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh yes, they made my fan fiction into a movie, basically.
Right.
Like,
And
I get to see Obi-Wan talk to Vader about like all the shit that happened to them. Like, it's great.
I'm really glad that it worked for you to a degree, and that Andor's working more.
Oh, we'll get to Andor.
I don't think we can get to it tonight. It's quite late. But
okay. Well, I'll get to Andor a tiny bit before we end this.
Another time for sure, fully. But I think bringing back to why I brought up Star Wars in the first place. After you mentioned Andor first, and why I'm bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
What I led with is that like all of these things feel like regurgitations to one degree or another of something that I've seen before in Star Wars. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's, you know, and Ahsoka and Andor, like I've seen all these things.
You haven't. Don't say anything about Andor before you've seen.
No, I'm not saying that. From what I can tell,
yeah.
Like I'm not compelled to watch any of these things, and also because this Rise of Skywalker is a terrible ending. But it was advertised, and to me was like, okay, the book is now closed on this stuff.
Yeah. Nope. Far from closed. We're getting all the shows now. We're getting all the characters shows.
But like I think I realized in myself that there was just a point at which I just didn't just stop caring, but realized that like I'm good with Star Wars. Like I have finish what I want to do with Star Wars. Now, at some point in the future, I might read the what are those 3 Star Wars books everyone says are the good ones?
I have no idea, to be honest. No, the Thrawn trilogy, maybe?
The Thrawn trilogy those are supposed to be legitimately very good books.
I probably won't ever read them.
Those simply because I really love those characters and that aura of Star Wars, which is like the what was the video game they made in the 90s that they had a book of where they did all the advertising and all the merchandising of a movie without making the movie. It was like a test run for seeing if people were still interested in Star Wars.
I don't remember, but I feel like I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up right now. I'm gonna have its title right now.
Okay.
It's called
It's a pretty good title.
Shadows of the Empire. Shadows of the Empire was a video game, and it was a book. It was a multimedia project.
But not a movie.
No, it was they did everything they had. It was the venture. The idea was to create a story set between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Like Han Solo doesn't show up in it because it's set between the two. To explore all commercial possibilities of a full motion picture release without actually making a film. The venture was intended to reinvigorate interest in the franchise ahead of the theatrical special editions of the trilogy, which were released the next year. So it was like, it's been 13 years. Let's get people interested in Star Wars again.
Yeah.
And I believe it was a success. They made a book, a junior novelization, comic book series, a video game, soundtrack to like a movie that didn't exist. Like they created a score
That's crazy.
for the book. Like they had Joel McNeely, who was a protege of Jerry Goldsmith, compose music, and for this project that they could use in and they had action figures, and like I'm really interested in that period of time and aesthetic of Star Wars. Like I do appreciate the Legends stuff for just being very pure, and obviously eventually they ran out of ideas because like it's the same with all these. Happens with all these. And now it's just like I think that Star Wars has kind of run its course.
Yeah,
like, Andor is. I'm sure Andor is cool. Like Tony Gilroy is a very good writer.
Yeah. The thing that is great about Andor to me, and I'll make this pretty quick, is that it works independent of it being a Star Wars project. It's genuinely incredible television, and not in any way because it's Star Wars. And I do think maybe it being Star Wars does elevate it a tiny bit just because I like Star Wars and I like the idea of this show being in the Star Wars universe. But the fact that it's in the Star Wars universe is not why it fundamentally works. It's just a really great story about really interesting characters and really interesting dynamics between systems and people. It's good.
And Tony Gilroy, who, it's weird that Tony Gilroy has. Tony Gilroy was who is the creator of Andor and wrote most of the episodes. The head writer is in charge of the project. Started out as just a 90s screenwriting dude, a protege of William Goldman, who's one of my favorite writers. He wrote some stuff with him, and. Wrote the Bourne movies and wrote and directed a movie that's really fantastic called Michael Clayton with George Clooney. He just makes adult thrillers, action movies, dramas. He becomes a director, then stops directing, and then he's hired as a script doctor for Rogue One to rewrite the script during production and direct the reshoots, basically.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
He's not a Star Wars fan. He's I like Star Wars, but I'm not one of those Star Wars guys. He's not a nerd. He's interested in drama and no, you know what I mean.
He's a jock.
No, he's not a jock.
Yeah, I know.
His dad was a playwright. That's where he's coming from. His dad was a playwright. He doesn't come from. He's not a Tarantino movie guy. He doesn't come to movies from working in a video store. His dad was a playwright. He's a writer who chose movies as his medium to express his artistic prowess. And he's a very popular consulting writer, rewrites scripts without credit. This is the thing he does. And for some reason, he just really liked the idea to continue these things that he did, rewriting and reshooting Rogue One. And I think it's cool to get someone who's really talented.
And I also want to emphasize, in case you didn't know, that Andor does not feel like more Rogue One. It feels like its own thing.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
it's interesting. That I didn't expect.
I think maybe it's sort of handheld kind of style. There are elements of Rogue One in it, but Rogue One is still very much a Star Wars. It's making you feel Star Warsy, if that makes sense. Whereas Andor
this sort of strips out the Star Wars.
Yeah, Andor is the least Star Warsy Star Wars, while still being Star Wars. It's not oh, this isn't really Star Wars. It's not really what I want from Star Wars. It still is Star Wars, but it's it doesn't feel the most Star Warsy. It's a new Star Wars, if that makes sense. It's a new Star Warsy thing. It's redefining how Star Wars should feel. That's the best way I can put it, because now I want everything to feel like Andor. I want every new Star Wars to be like Andor.
They shouldn't do that.
No, they shouldn't. They should make other new things that have their own identities.
Which they also won't do.
But, which they also won't do.
Unless Ahsoka feels
in a time when I feel like Rogue One, in some ways, did kind of redefine the new norm for Star Wars. Like, I feel like it's sort of its style of cinematography. I feel like you can see shades of that in a lot of Disney Star Wars projects. But I think that Andor is like, it's the least, nothing about it is superficial. Everything about it means something. And that's why it's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's late.
It is late.
It's
pretty late. It's pretty late. It's almost 3 o'clock.
I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. I think I've
good.
had a great time.
That's great.
Talking about stuff that we find interesting mutually.
Here's what's
one thing I do want to say is that next time we do this, I'm gonna bring up what I think is for movies. If we talk about movies next time, there's other stuff we can talk about. Obviously, there's a whole world of stuff out there, but
no, it's pretty much only movies.
Only movies, which are also all bad now.
Actually, more specifically, there's only Star Wars. It's all Star Wars.
No, absolutely not. I'm not gonna.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Is a franchise that I think is the most auteur-driven of all time. It is currently in its the 8th movie in its franchise is coming out.
Oh,
sorry, no, yeah, the 9th movie.
Wow.
In this franchise is coming out in March. And
are we talking about Mission Impossible?
No.
No. That's
more
seventh is coming out. Seventh.
This is a franchise that the next one's coming out in March. It's the most auteur-driven franchise.
Is it a big franchise?
It is a franchise that everyone knows of, but I think people of our generation.
I almost want to like guess what it is.
I think that's how we're gonna wrap this up, is by you guessing what it is.
Okay.
This is a franchise that it is. Once you know what it is, you're gonna be like, "Oh, of course."
It'll be like a light bulb moment.
I know what you mean.
Okay, so it's not Mission Impossible.
There's a one auteur all the way through.
Yeah,
but most of it is.
I didn't assume that it was.
But recently, it got resurrected a few years ago, and now it's in different hands.
It's not Halloween, right?
No,
I didn't think it would be.
Here's the thing: it's not a sci-fi fantasy genre franchise. No,
okay.
There is action.
It's not a genre. Is it not? Does it stick to one genre in general?
It sticks to one genre, and it is a very real. All of these movies could happen in real life.
Okay.
There are no guns, no nothing.
No guns? That narrows it down, actually. Oh boy. Wait, I'm having trouble. Can you give me another hint?
The first movie won Best Picture.
Really?
It's a movie that everyone knows and most people have seen. It's one of the most famous American films ever made. And it is a genuinely, capital G, great movie.
Have I seen it?
It is a movie that...
Do you know for a fact that I've seen it?
You know of this movie.
Okay.
You know what this movie is. I don't know if you've seen it. You probably have seen it. It's the kind of... These are the kind of movies
Titanic.
that play on...
No, just kidding.
No, 8 movies.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, we've gotten 8. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for Titanic 9.
It is a movie in which the auteur of it wrote all of the movies until recently. He hasn't, but wrote all of the movies.
That's a lot of movies. 8 movies? Jesus.
8 movies. So the first 6, the same person wrote all of them alone, and then wrote one of the later ones with other people.
I can't think of any franchise that meets these criteria.
And not only did this person write them, they are in all of these movies.
In all of them.
The same writer. It's
what the fuck?
It's a franchise that once again, when I say what it is,
yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be super obvious. I'm like blanking out on every movie now. I can't think of a single movie.
Because there are no movies like this made anymore except this particular franchise. Which is sad. It's an adult franchise. They're not like rated R, but these are movies aimed for adults. Although kids watched, they were very influential on kids. at the time. In
Uh-huh.
a fairly good way, I think. But these are movies that are like for adults, for people in their 30s and 40s. They're movies about their actual like dramas. There is action in them, but it's not violent, unrealistic gun action. I can't get any more specific than that.
Okay. I'm literally can I Google action movie franchises just to see what comes up?
No,
just
no.
to jog my memory a little. No,
no.
Will it not appear if I do that, Google?
You can try it if you want to try it. I want to see what franchises pop up. I know this is a good one. This is a good guess because once you hear it, you're gonna go, "Oh." I don't think it'll come up.
Yeah, it's not gonna come up on me.
But every single one has an action sequence that like it's built up to.
Yeah. It's definitely not any of these.
It's not any of these, and I've seen most of all of these movies. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Rocky? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, I get it. I haven't seen a single one of the Rocky movies, but I get that.
But everyone knows of Rocky.
Yeah.
All right. I highly recommend because they are most of them, at least the first one and some of the other ones. The first one is a Thanksgiving movie. It's set around Thanksgiving. I'm gonna just tell you before I go. Rocky was an original screenplay that Stallone wrote when he was an unemployed actor that he wrote for himself. That is a parable basically about like giving a working class dude $1 million to one shot. Like that's what the movie's about. It's like what because the premise is a small time like uneducated like fighter who does like small boxing fights is picked randomly out of like a ledger in a once in a lifetime chance to fight against the world heavyweight champion. And so the whole movie is about Rocky getting a chance to show the world what he has, which was identically mirrored by Stallone getting nominated for the script, getting nominated for acting, the movie becoming the highest grossing film of the year and winning Best Picture despite being incredibly cheap and no one wanting to make it. And it started this train where every single following Rocky movie was basically about Stallone checking in on what's happening in his life and turning it into a Rocky movie.
There's an element of that, I feel like, in the Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise.
Yes. Cruise is the number one auteur of all those movies, but I feel like the Cruise as auteur of Mission Impossible, many people have talked about. People don't talk about Stallone and Rocky as much. Even though these movies are popular, people usually don't like critically analyze these movies enough, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because people see them as like dumb sports movies, which they're not. Now Stallone like directed all but 2 of the originals. And now Michael B. Jordan is directing the new Creed.
Doesn't Stallone doesn't he not have the rights to the franchise like at all?
No, he's credited as a producer on the new one. Like he doesn't own the rights to the franchise, but he has controlled it mostly. And like these Creed movies were made with his blessing, and he wrote his own stuff. For them. So like, I don't think they're gonna make stuff without him. 100%. He's not going to be in the newest one, but now they're passing it to like now it's becoming like Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler and Coogler's brother. Now it's this different auteur-driven thing.
That's cool.
Anyway, bedtime.
Circling back to Andor real quick before you go to bed. Your homework is to watch all of Andor before the next time we talk.
Not going to. Assure you. It's the month of October.
Okay. You don't have homework. However, I do strongly encourage you to watch as much of Andor as you can.
And I strongly encourage you to watch Rocky, which is a genuinely great. It will make you cry.
Is there any Star Wars in it, though?
What?
Is there any Star Wars in it, though?
No, it's the one movie that was made before Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't watch movies. I don't watch movies unless there's Star Wars in it.
I would love to show Rocky to like young film people now, and for them to like pick apart this intricate, very emotional, honest movie, and they're just like, it's so cliche, and it's like that's because every movie made after it ripped it off.
Well, it's like if you're like a zombie movie fan and you watch Night of the Living Dead after having seen every zombie movie.
Which is a fantastic...
Exactly. It's a great movie, but you watch it and you're like, what? This is just the most boring zombie movie ever. It's just the bare minimum zombie
Where's
movie.
the Edgar Wright jokes? Why don't they make fun of this? Right.
Yeah.
I think irony has kind of killed art, but that's it. That I will get into next time. Anyway, my friend, I've enjoyed this conversation.
Been fun. Been fun. It's been a fun stream. If anyone's, I don't probably there's no one still here from the Lady Emily raid-ish thing.
I don't believe anyone is watching on the view count that I have, but
but if anyone happens to have stuck around since then, thanks for that. This isn't my usual format for my streams. It's usually, video games or watching YouTube videos and saying things about them. Usually in a critical manner. I usually watch videos that I don't like. Not always though. And I do have a YouTube channel called Internet Julian where I make video essays. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but I've got a couple things sort of in the works. No idea on any sort of timeline, but sorry Ronan, I don't know if I'm keeping you.
No, please plug your stuff. Always be hustling.
But it's been a fun stream.
I had a lot of fun doing this, and I want to say, of course, just for you, because I don't think anyone's watching, but I always enjoy spending time with you. And please, if you ever want to chat, if you're ever feeling like you just need to talk, you could hit me up, please.
Same goes for you. 100%.
Yeah. I look forward to when it happens.
All right. I think I'm gonna call it a night. How long have I been streaming for? Yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock. I've been streaming for I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. That's a long stream for me. I gotta stream more often. I need to beat Dead Space before the end of the month. In addition to Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3. Might be a tall order. We'll see what I can get away with. All right, Ronan. Thanks for joining me today on my talk show on Internet Julian Live.
All right. Good night, my friend. Be careful.
Good night, Ronan. I will be careful. I will make sure not to trip in the house that I spend 100% of my time inside of.
Do not trip. All right. Good night.
Good night, Ronan. You can hang up. I don't have the Discord window available to me.
Okay, I'll hang up.
I found it. You can hang up though. Okay, bye. Fun stream all around. Lots of fun that was had by me and the other person that was on it. All right. Let me just real quick, let's switch scenes. Hey, it's my full face here now. And I think everyone's gone anyways. So yeah, I don't need to do any more talking because it's just me here probably. But it's been fun. It's been a fun stream. I like the talk show format kind of thing. I think it's a fun vibe. I think I want to keep doing it. There is, I think, a danger when it's just two people talking on a stream that chat feels less involved, or that people who do come into the stream feel less like they have an in to talk to the streamer. So I want to figure out how to kind of engage whoever might be watching a little bit more when I do that format. do. That means poop. That's the end of the stream for now, though. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. These are things I'm going to think about more off stream. That's it. The end. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. The end. Stream over. TY for watching. Smiley face.